camera as well. All right.
All right, before you go, don't. All right, Lynn, are you gonna go home? We're good now. So
I don't know. I'm not dragging you down. I'll stay. I might as well stay since I've.
well, you're kind of dragging us down. So,
What?
No. I'm just joking. Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right, let me just turn on K100 here.
All right, we are back live again.
Woo!
We're live, and I think we got it all worked out.
Yes.
We got both audiences on here now. We got the guy in the 419 audience. We got the K100 audience.
Only
Watching
bugs.
live.
Those mayflies outside the window.
Oh my god! What? Okay, is it just me or the mayflies coming in more inland this year?
It's just the wind direction. They're
Is
bad.
that right?
Yeah,
They're. I mean, they
Blame it on the wind.
it
are
is.
everywhere.
It's
I pulled up to my bank the other day, and it was covered. It's like we're nowhere near the water. Why are we?
scooping them up with a shovel every
Oh my
day.
gosh,
Yeah,
it's
they're bad.
crazy. And they have what? They have 1 day to live.
That's it.
1 day to party. What would you do?
What one mayfly say to the other? Have
What's
a
that?
nice day.
Oh my God, we're already starting with
Wow.
the terrible dad jokes.
Who said that I didn't feel good?
Oh, so yes, you might hear Lynn in the background, but as it is, like Pat, when you're out with girls and you take a selfie and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's awesome." What's the first girl in the crowd say to you?
No, that doesn't look
Let
good.
me
I don't
see the
like- I don't
camera.
like the way it looks.
Let me see the camera. Nope, not doing it. We need somebody with longer arms.
Right.
First thing Pat said to me, he goes, "Man, I can see every pore on your face." It's like, I am getting off that camera.
She was on the HD.
You said that?
Yes.
She was
Dude,
on the HD. program.
never say that to anybody.
I wanted the nicer camera because I was all washed out.
Yeah. Well, you got it. Now
Easy
Lynn
peasy.
refuses to be on camera. It is not in her contract.
Uh-huh.
And she
Okay.
is
Well, I'll bring in my Logitech camera next week, so we'll actually have 3 cameras
All right.
all set up and ready to.
can we
right?
do 3 in there?
Well, sure. Yeah, because I paid for the up. I paid for it. I
Yeah, but
better
how
have
many
it.
extra cameras can we have?
I don't know.
I
would
mean, if
hope
we can, that'd be great.
if we can have 2, I think that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to, if you're paying $50 a month, you should
yeah.
be able to have as many cameras as you want.
You would
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that's good. Well, we'll see. If not, what we'll do is I'll hook up a phone, and then we'll just we'll have like maybe a high one for
Okay.
everybody. If Lynn continues to not want to be on the camera.
I'll feel much better next weekend. It will be fine.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna be talking to I think Schlotsky's is gonna be coming in here soon. But
Yeah, last minute sweet deal.
yeah, we got a sweet deal going on.
Are they bringing food?
I hope so. But sometimes they're not.
50-50.
One of the greatest things about working in radio is the free food.
Oh, I know it. I've
Yeah.
gotten my share of free food doing what I do.
All right, we're gonna go on the radio here. Brantley Gilbert for you there on K100, Toledo's country music station. We are Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for being right here each and every morning. We appreciate it. It's a Feel Good Friday. Loving that. And it is also your sports report brought to you by Zavatsky's Custom Meats and Deli. And Aaron Rodgers is Aaron's he's a different guy. Aaron Rodgers, he's the
He's
one
a
that does
little
the
different.
darkness
Yes.
retreat.
Mhm.
He's the one that actually he's done some psychedelics, and now he's pushing the NFL for making psychedelics not a part of the they have to go through drug stuff, the drug program in the NFL. You can't smoke weed, you can't do a lot of stuff there. But he is trying to petition them to say, you know what, you should be allowed to do psychedelic drugs, because that's not something that's performance enhancing. He's got a point, and you know what? There's a lot of people he's saying backing him. So we'll see what's going on. But I don't know. He calls them pro psychedelics, which is like ayahuasca and DMT and stuff that Joe Rogan talks about. That's what he's into. But it is true. It's not performance enhancing. So I don't know why they wouldn't. But actually, neither is marijuana, and I know that's legal in some states where the NFL is.
Right,
So
right.
there's just a big red tape going on right there. But he is actually making a big stink. And if Aaron Rodgers talks, the league usually listens. So we'll see if they're going to listen in that fashion. That's your sports report.
Yeah, your mud hens are home for the rest of the weekend. It might be a little sketchy as far as the weather goes, but they should be able to get their games in. So
Yeah, I
they'll
don't
be
know.
playing through Sunday,
I don't know.
and the Muddy Shuttle back in business as of Saturday.
All right.
We love the great outdoors, and so many of us do, which is such a big thing, a big bonus of living in the area are our metro parks and our marshes and our the Maumee Bay, the national parks, the city parks. We've just got such great green space. But there is something that's springing up that could be deadly to your dogs. Foxtail barley is back. I guess it's just running rampant this season. Just one of those things. Might be a beautiful addition to a wildfire flower garden, but it can cause infection and actually death to pups. So they poke into the paw, they get it in their mouth, the oral cavity, and then they can swallow it, and it can get in their intestinal tract, and they can jab into all the different places and then create abscesses. So it is quite dangerous, and the consequences can be fatal. So
Wow.
do watch out for this. It's got porcupine-like spikes that can get stuck in the dog. But like I said, it's kind of got a white flower to it. Just pay attention to what they're in and keep them out of stuff they shouldn't be.
All right, love that. It is 7:37 right now, and we have got a sweet deal going on. In fact, let's do this. Let's play Lainey Wilson here, and then right after that, we're going to get into the best sweet deal you're going to love if your stomach is hungry. Let me tell you something. We'll come right back here on K100. Hey, how you doing?
I thought you were just gonna
I was
them
going to
in
throw
there.
them on, but we got to shuffle around because we're doing Friday Facebook
I
Live.
know. I was listening.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Morning, guys. How are you?
This is Monet.
Monet?
How are you?
Why
Lynn,
don't
Marco,
I'm sorry,
guy on the 419.
I'm doing better.
I know, but that's how you fit.
uh,
Do you want him to take this seat?
Too, so-
Oh, well, we were
We
just
got
saying
somebody
that.
in the studio right now, so we were still live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
We're
want to
still-
see? Do you want to see the camera? Do you want to walk over here
Sure.
and say hi? There you go. Say hello, right there.
That is Heather, the sales amazing person. Yeah, we got to figure out how we're gonna do this because we don't have 4 mics. So,
He can jump in on mine.
okay.
He can sit right here.
Are you
I
sure?
know
Yeah, absolutely.
camera, too.
You're gonna be on.
Uh,
Yeah,
Oh, you'd have more than you bargained for, man.
There you go.
that's gonna be perfect. What's your name?
Monet,
Monet.
Monet.
All right. So
Like
for
the
those of you
painting.
watching,
like the finger, but spelled differently.
Yeah.
for those of you watching, Monet is gonna take this seat right now because you're gonna get what's going on. You're gonna give a deal on
Schlotzky's.
Schlotzky's.
Schlotzsky's.
Yeah.
I love me
Yeah.
some
$50
Schlotzky's, man.
for 25.
Love me
Hey.
some Schlotzky's. I've already
Right.
eaten it. Are
And
you
we
the
have
one over?
Food in the lobby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you guys food if you want.
I do the
Still
original with no olives.
See,
warm. I got original. but
I'll
with
let you.
olives.
I'll
So
eat
I'm
the
gonna let you
olives.
Take, Monet, I'm gonna let you. How long do we have?
1 minute,
All right.
140. You want to sit down right?
So 50. So now, are you the owner?
Yes.
Are you the- oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And he
I have
smells
partners,
really
so-
good,
so
too.
It's-
I
it's
love
really
it.
good, too.
He does.
Are you in the building that just got redone? It got like repainted and stuff? Is that?
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 years
Yeah.
ago or something.
Yeah. That's nice. I just ate over there. Like, I didn't even know we had a Schlotzky's here, so I'm actually glad you're doing one because
Yeah, it's actually been there for this one for about 25 years. This location.
You know
what?
Yeah,
I-
way before me.
Why don't
Yeah.
you talk
My
about?
time,
Why
it
don't
was,
you sit here? Go ahead and sit
Yeah.
here. And you can talk about it because we're live right now on Facebook and on my
Yeah.
page and their page. So
look
yeah,
at
so go
Lynn.
ahead.
Lynn's like, I need food now.
She didn't even hesitate.
I need
Yeah,
food.
I'm
There
going
was
to
food
grab
out
the bag
there.
right
She
now.
just immediately.
Does it not
All
make
right,
sense?
so $50 for 25,
Yes.
right? And then anything else?
Any of it, if he wants to talk about his sandwiches or specials.
Oh yeah, we'll do all that. I
Yeah.
just didn't know if there was okay.
Yeah, no.
Yep, cool.
Normal sweet deal.
All right, so just make sure you're real close to that microphone.
Yep.
You can turn it even. Just make sure you talk directly into like the front of it.
Okay.
Because yeah, you can turn it. Because if you don't, it's just. And then you're also on Facebook, so you can wave to the people right there. But he's like, I didn't know I was gonna be on camera
I
today.
was like that.
Camera's right there.
All right, Schlotzky's, one of my favorite places. I'm excited about this one. It's you only
Yeah.
have one location, right?
Yeah, this location, me and my partners. we
Yeah.
have that.
Okay. All right, here we go. That is Lainey Wilson's Heart Like a Truck on K100. It's Lynn and Marco hanging with you here on a Feel Good Friday, and nothing makes you feel good like Schlotzsky's.
Ah, Schlotsky's Deli, and
Have you ever been-
today offering up a really nice sweet deal.
Oh my gosh, this is I discovered Schlotzsky's a long time ago. I think I was living in Nashville or somewhere, but it's kind of one of those places you don't really it's it's not on the top of your head because it's just very sporadic around. And I found one here in Toledo about 5 months ago.
And you don't drive by it.
And no, not that one. The bread smells. They make it's insane. It's so good.
Well, Monet from Schlotsky's is with us, a mouthful, as you guys have always talked about the name being a mouthful, but offering a mouthful of flavors
Yeah.
right now for a great deal. $50 gift certificate for only $25. And some people may think sandwiches when they think Schlotsky's, but they might not realize it's home of the Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Monet, thanks for joining us. I was surprised that because I think that's the first Schlotzsky's I've seen that has the Cinnabon in it.
Yeah, so we do offer Cinnabons. It's a Cinnabon Express, so we don't have a full menu of Cinnabon, but we do have the most two popular one, which
You
is
have
that.
the one that everyone loves.
Yeah. the classic and the pecan roll.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, those are so good, and it smells so good in there. Well, thanks for joining us.
Imagine you're going to be
Absolutely.
pretty busy with all the graduation parties going on right now.
Yes. Graduation catering is a main hit for us.
I'll bet it
Now,
is.
so Schlotzsky's, you guys you have like kind of a niche going on, and if people haven't gone there, what is something about your restaurant that kind of sets you guys apart from?
So right now on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, we do have a buy one, get one free pizza. Not a lot of people know about our pizzas, but you should definitely try us out on Wednesday. It's buy one, get one free every Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Well, good. Well, we're also on Friday Facebook Live. So if you watch this on Facebook, you can check that out as well. We brought stuff, and you brought some stuff in here. What are your favorite sandwich? What's like with is the original still?
Definitely
yeah.
the original is the most popular sandwich that we have.
With it made from scratch bread.
Oh,
Yeah, baked fresh daily.
There you go.
yeah, they that bread. It's crunchy, a little bit, so good, man. Oh, I could eat some Schlotzsky's. Let me tell you something. So right now we're doing at 9:00, $50. We'll get you $25. We'll get you 50.
There you go. All you
Man.
have to do is get to K100country.com, click on the sweet deal, and do it quickly because these gift certificates will go fast.
And where are you located right now?
1419 South Reynolds Road in
Yeah.
Miami,
Oh, on Reynolds.
right by Myers.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks for making that sweet deal available for our listeners, Monet. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Thank you
And
for having me.
more importantly, thank you for bringing food in. 'Cause, a
Absolutely.
lot of times, we talk about all this great food, then you guys leave and we're hungry sitting in the studio. So,
And I am betting Marco left the house without breakfast.
Yes, all right, Slotchy. So thanks for joining us, man. We
Thank you,
appreciate you.
guys.
Oh,
Thank
it's so good. So at 9:00, get ready because you can grab for just $25, 50, and like you heard, it is so good. So it's K100. It's Lynn and Marco. It is a Feel Good Friday. All right.
All right, you hungry, Marco?
Yeah, they're still warm. So
Oh, dude, that's so awesome, bro.
Do you have a card?
actually, I do. It's attached to the menu.
Fantastic.
I appreciate it.
You can go
Nice to
eat
meet
over
you.
there.
Everything
There we
is
go.
labeled for you guys.
That was terrific.
Oh
So
my
I
God,
I
you
can
got-
guys-
smell it right now. This is so if
Denny and Pike too. So.
So
Well, make sure they don't get any.
yeah, Denny. What is it? Oh, the Cinnabon? No, come on.
Dude, I'm
Now
telling
I'm gonna need I'm gonna need coffee now,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with this. That's
If
Look
I
at
would have had
this.
time, I was gonna stop and get you
Oh,
coffee.
there's all
original.
original.
No, no,
I-
it's
No.
not
I
all
swear.
of it. We have like beef and cheese. I got a little variety.
Oh, I don't know.
This is
I'll look
original.
around.
there we
Yeah.
go. Look at this, they get it
There's
together.
turkey
So
bacon
when you do
flan.
catering, when Schlotzsky's does catering, they package it up just like this?
Yes, or we have a trace.
Or you have trays?
Yeah, people
Dude,
can,
that is
like,
awesome.
ship.
This is a great thing, man. So I haven't, honestly, I don't think I've ever been to Schlotzsky's.
No,
I don't think
I'm
so.
telling you, it's like a niche thing. It is so. Where'd
Yeah?
you eat this sandwich, dude?
I'm gonna-
I should have went here
You know who
my
used to
entire
work there
life.
for a long time was Ryan Young.
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like so niche. No, not a lot of people. I feel like not a lot of people know about what's waiting for them in
This is
Schlotzsky's.
great.
And
Wasn't
you guys
expecting.
want beef and cheese? We have chicken. We
Oh,
have
look at
turkey
that.
bacon
Getting first
club.
choice.
Oh,
you are
man.
getting first
Dude, Turkey
choice.
Bacon Club actually sounds good. Too,
That's
but
you?
I love the
Okay.
original. No, I have the original.
Oh, you have the original.
I just don't want to eat.
What do you think is better, beef and cheese or
My
turkey
favorite
bacon
is
club?
Beef and cheese for sure.
Beef and
All day
cheese.
long. Our roast beef is so good.
All I can think about when I hear that is
Oh my god,
Uh,
it's already starting to smell so good in
is
here. Hey, do we have enough? Is there enough for
the
everybody?
movie Elf.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well,
Beef,
yeah,
you
you don't
smell
know
like
that.
Yeah,
beef and
yeah.
cheese.
I'll make people's eyes.
Marco's like,
Yeah.
How many can I take?
Oh my gosh. Thanks,
Yes,
Kevin. Thanks
make
for
sure those
commenting.
guys get some.
Yeah,
but-
And,
we'll take
uh,
one. We're gonna go.
Darla, good
Taco
morning.
Pike.
Good morning. Thanks for watching.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
take one. I'll take one.
Pike, what do we want to take?
Let's
Lynn,
see.
do you want one?
Angus beef and cheese. I'll try the Angus.
telling
beef
you,
and
man.
cheese.
This is chicken. You think Pike's a chicken guy? Or
Probably.
He's
Here's some
probably
Angus beef
chicken
and
guy.
cheese as
Yeah,
well,
he's
though.
pretty healthy.
should we take them with Cinnabon or leave these?
No.
Okay.
No,
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 I
no.
don't
No one
think
likes
so.
cinnamon. Just leave
And
them.
I
then
would
I'll
just
stop
leave the
back and get
cinnamon here.
A few more for.
Well, yeah, this door's going to
Thank
be
you, did a
locked.
great job.
Thanks, man. Take care, buddy.
Thank you so much. Wow. And I have the whole.
Dude, I'm not
Thing right
lying,
here.
dude. I love me some Schlotzkes, dude.
I've never had it.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I've
it's
never
so
had
good,
it.
dude. But it's so unique. It's not like you don't see 100 of them in a city. There's
Right.
only like one or two usually.
I assume it's a franchise,
yeah.
right? Okay.
But I don't remember when they put Cinnabon in there. But I know when I went last time, there was a Cinnabon. I'm like, well, I might as well get a Cinnabon to go.
Right.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
What exactly right. You open
Now-
the box. Oh, this is you know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do the unboxing.
Do the unboxing.
You know those videos on YouTube where people get
Oh, I'm so
millions,
excited about the
kids
box.
get millions of views because they unbox a toy.
dude, it's insane.
It's
And actually, I'm a little upset that I'm excited about Friday Facebook Live. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not excited that I don't want to eat necessarily on camera, but you're gonna have to deal with it.
you might like they got a cookie, chips,
What?
everything in the box. Schlotzky's
Yes.
coming through and a mint. They even threw it a mint
In a minute.
on the bottom. This is all right. Here we go. I
Are you
gotta
gonna-
try this.
Yeah, you need to. You're good at like eating on,
I'm good at eating on camera.
eating on camera. You've done that before.
No, what I'm good at doing is editing. After I take the first bite, and then
Because
I edit.
the one I saw the one you did with the whatever that giant hamburger was. I think it was like triple stacked. I don't know where you were, but it was like crazy. It was like this big, and you're like,
Yeah.
you were eating at I forget where it
Well,
was. But
Oh, that was
Firehouse, right? Was it Firehouse?
with the bacon cheeseburger over at
yeah,
Firehouse.
that's what it was.
Fire
That's-
station, Fire
Yeah.
Station Bar and Grill.
That's what it was.
But they had the other one that I did. That was at Charlie's Ice Cream. That was a competition that I did.
Oh,
But that one was live. But the my mouth is watering looking at this. This
Yeah.
looks incredible. The Fire Station Bar and Grill is a great. Oh my gosh, it's terrific.
hey Darla, thanks for checking in with us. We appreciate you. I'm going to try to read some of the comments here on
Mm.
on our page.
Yes, Anthony. Schlotzky's before 8 a.m. Yep.
Oh, he even cut it. Sometimes they don't cut it.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, it's right, dude.
Oh man, that bread.
The bread is what makes it.
Anthony Halt says Schlotzky's before 8 a.m. Double question mark. As if I have any shame when it comes to food. There's no shame. There's no.
Well, number one, you got up at what, 4?
Yeah.
So really, it's like 1
So
o'clock.
it's basically lunchtime right
Yeah.
now for me. Yeah. This is great. They had the shaved beef.
It's
wow.
so good.
Wow. All right.
Oh, here she comes to take our food for.
You grab a couple for.
Smells good in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Look at this place. Holy moly. I'll take it downstairs. See where's down there and see what they like.
Do you want one? How many should?
So let's see how it
One
goes.
for each of you.
Oh, it's very sweet.
Mm.
Okay.
This was great.
Okay, let me know if you find coffee.
If you don't want one, I might steal one.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, well, that must be an extra one because I actually did set one aside for later. So,
Oh, you did?
yeah. So yeah. So there you go. Extra.
Thank you.
Wow. Can we make this a regular thing? Can we bring in?
That's why we got you.
That's what you got me. All right. I'm gonna make it my mission now
For what?
to have food brought in every single week.
Yeah.
It could be
We'll do
Facebook
a-
Friday and free food Friday.
Yeah. Come in if you know of somebody, if you know of a restaurant. I know tons of restaurants. Now, whether they'd be willing to come out here at 8 a.m., that's
Hard.
Mm.
All right. Good for Schlotzky's for bringing
Wow.
in
Yeah.
stuff. You know, sometimes they don't bring in food, and you just have to talk about how great the burgers are, and then just leave wondering.
30 seconds.
It's going to take me more than 30 seconds, Lynn, to eat the sandwich.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you mean to go on the radio?
Yes.
Okay.
Too fast.
All right.
Justin Moore tickets.
Yeah. All right. If you're on Facebook Live, you can start calling us right now for Justin Moore tickets. You got the secret advantage. Morgan Wallen, Jew Proof on K100. It is Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for being right here. We got Pat, from the guy from the 419, in with us. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning.
We're doing a Friday Facebook Live each and every Friday before you get ready to go out and do all that. You can catch us live on Facebook or on your phone.
Yay, it's official.
Yeah. So we'll be doing this each and every week. So Pat will be joining us, which will be super fun. And
Great.
you just heard the thing we did with Schlotzky's. So what do you think of your first few bites of Schlotz today?
I'm impressed.
Did I tell
I'm
you?
impressed. Yeah, that was real.
The
That's
bread,
really
man.
good.
The bread is what
Yeah.
makes it. But also what's going to be a fantastic thing is coming to right here to Toledo is Justin Moore. It's going to be live at the Shanahan Theater.
Yep,
Shanahan Theater.
announced the show last week. November 4th is the date. He's going to be there with special guest John Langston. And tickets are on sale 10 o'clock this morning. So a couple hours from now, you'll be able to buy them. But if you get on the phone right now, you can win them.
Yeah, we're going to give them away for free too. So good, give us a call, 419-240-1000. And we'll set up call number 10 here for a winning Justin Moore tickets here on K100. Good luck.
All right. So tell me that phone number again. I'm going to say it again for the people that are watching on Facebook.
419-240-1000.
419. You see, you're on there.
Hey, K100, your caller number 1, try back. K100,
Try
caller
calling.
2, dial again. K100, your caller 3, dial back.
They're rotating
K100,
through.
caller 4, call back. Hi, K100, your caller 5, dial again. K100, caller 6, call back. Good morning, K100, caller 7, try again. Hi, K100, were you calling about the not Scotty McCreery, Justin
Justin
Moore
Moore tickets.
tickets?
You there?
Well,
Oh, you're
your
on.
caller number 8, try again. Hi, K100, you are caller number 9. Dial
Ah,
again.
so close.
I know, somebody's got to
So-
be though. Line 5, ready?
K100,
Good morning.
good morning.
How are you?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
I hope better now that you call me if I'm caller 10.
I didn't call you. You called us, but you are caller 10.
Woo!
Congratulations. Nice job. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica. Well, you know what? Justin Moore's going to be at the Stranahan on November 4th, Jessica, and you and a friend are going to be right next to him.
Awesome.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
All right.
Definitely a feel good Friday now, huh?
Right?
Definitely.
All right. Well, hang on for us a second, but congratulations.
Thank you so much, Marco.
All right. Hang on, hon. Okay?
Yep.
All right. There's home. Let me get this here. You can see behind the scenes of how it happens. You got to edit this down.
This is it. You guys all saw it. Now, do you air that online or air that on?
Yeah.
We're doing yeah. So we taped
This
this.
is so cool. So cool to watch.
Good morning.
So they rewind it, and now they're gonna air that
Hello?
on the radio.
Hi, thanks for holding. You said your name is Jessica?
Same.
This is really cool to
What's
watch.
your last name?
Right next door.
Now you're not winning more than every 30 days, though, right? Perfect. Well, good. That's awesome. Well, I probably will find your name, your address, and everything in here. But in case it's inaccurate or something, if you could give it all to me again, your address and phone number, birth date.
All right, then Lynn will grab the rest of her information. We've taped it, and then we're going to play it back in
Uh-huh.
a minute 38 seconds.
Okay.
So if you're watching live, you can then
All right.
you can listen. It's like you're going back
Phone
in
number?
time. You can watch what you can listen to what you just watched. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Oh, Darla's so sweet.
3
She
5
says, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Love K100. We love you.
And, birth date
Anthony's says he's gonna have to stop
and
in.
email address.
He's gonna pull the trigger, stop in. He's
Dude,
gonna
I'm telling you, I didn't know. And so it's a good thing he's doing that sweet deal. We're talking about Schlotzky's
Three,
because,
one, two,
and
and
listen, these things are going to go quick.
Got it.
Imagine
All right.
somebody
Jessica,
saying to
tickets
you,
aren't here
you're just
yet,
walking
so
into a
we'll give
restaurant
you
and you have
policy
$25
and
and somebody
reach
says,
out.
do you want 50 instead of 25?
Yeah.
that's what the sweet deal is.
it's
It really
a
is a good
no-brainer,
deal. Yeah.
right?
But
How do they get this? How do they get the sweet deal?
they go to K100country.com.
50 on that.
And then
now,
there's
yeah.
a little sweet
I'm
deal
not
tab. You just
positive.
click that, and then
All
we
right.
have a bunch actually. We have golf
Uh-huh.
passes and a couple of other burger places, but I don't know why anybody wouldn't just stay there.
That's a
Right.
good question. I think
Because
that if they get
especially with the
technical
way
about it,
everything
it
is
would.
More expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But
If you can double your money,
I don't I
When
don't
have
know
you
for
ever
sure.
not
We have
wanted
a
to
new
double your
promotion
money?
Director that starts
Never.
on Monday,
I'm wondering
and that would be a question for my promotion director.
the
but
sweet
they
deal.
don't-
What
they're
is the, what
not
do you guys
going to
have?
anybody
How does that
to
work?
get
What's
reference
the,
from.
is there a company that you set that
Okay.
up through,
Sorry,
or does
Jessica.
the station
All
just
right,
set
you
that
bet.
up through
I don't
each
know.
individual?
Yeah, Heather
too.
does. She's the one that does most of it.
Okay.
I don't know how it works, but I just know that, like, for instance, you can spend $25 for Schlotzsky's and they just make it 50. It's pretty incredible.
Because I know of other deals like that where you can go out, and I'm wondering
Oh, you do? Yeah. Well, maybe.
how
there's
do
a
I
couple-
how do I bring them together? How do
Yeah.
I make it the one here?
Yeah. Well, I would talk to Heather probably.
Okay.
She's the sales manager.
You need to stop in there so you can play that back, or
Yeah. I definitely need that. Was I ready with that? No.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
It's actually really good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
I hope better now that you caller 10.
I didn't call you. You called us, but you are caller 10. Woo! Nice job. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica. Well, you know what? Justin Moore is going to be the Stranahan on November 4th, Jessica, and you and a friend are going to be right next to him.
Awesome.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Definitely feel good Friday now.
Right?
Definitely.
All right. Well, hang on for us a second, but congratulations.
Thank you so much, Marco.
I like it a lot.
I think you did a good job
Today.
All right.
There we
Boom.
go.
That's how you do it.
That's that's great. And then what we got another what do you say is going on at 9:00? You're giving
A meeting. That's when the sweet deal happens.
oh, okay.
You can't do it now.
At 9:00, so they have a limited time only. At 9:00,
Correct.
they got to go on and
Yep, and then when they sell out, they're done.
okay.
Yeah, most of the people who are providing those gift certificate deals, they will do 100 to every once in a while. It's less than that. If it's a really big ticket item, they might do less than that. But
Yeah.
at least the majority of restaurants offer up 100 of them. Sometimes 100, up as many
Oh,
as
that's great.
150. Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because my mind immediately went to the Youth Financial Initiative
Oh,
and their efforts. So I'm wondering if there's a way, if I talk to Heather, there's a way. The Youth Financial Initiative. I actually just I talked at the Sylvania Rotary yesterday
uh-huh.
about the Youth Financial Initiative, and I'm so excited about it.
That's awesome.
It's so great. So
How, Lynn, you could sit in here with all the smell of this food and not be eating? I don't know. I need to figure out how you
what
do it.
willpower you have. It's
No,
incredible.
It's just that even the water is kind of hard to swallow. So, and I can't smell it.
I'm sure that helps.
Yeah.
We're playing one more, right?
Yeah. Is it Be Creative? Let me check out. See what's going. Yes.
Oh, let's see.
One more, and then
My mother-in-law is watching right now.
Hi, mother-in-law.
Yeah.
There we go.
I feel like she's always watching though.
Everyone.
Well, welcome for those of you that are tuning in right now. This is Facebook Friday Live. This hour is sponsored by Toledo Custom Countertops. I've had the opportunity to watch these guys in action. I was out in Perrysburg. They were laying in this very strong marble countertop or granite countertop. I'm not sure which, but it was so cool to watch them work. So they lay down. It takes like three big guys to set it in place. And then they have to use this machine to, they put this glue in the middle and they have to use this machine that pulls these two extremely heavy slabs of granite together in order to give that seal so that it doesn't, so it almost looks seamless. They put this thing in and it just, I was blown away by their work. They do a great job. And I've seen a lot of their photos, a lot of things a lot of work they've done. So if you're in need of countertop work or you want to look around at some options, I would definitely recommend giving them a call because
It's always surprising to
come
me
through.
when I watch people that have that skill of, you have to have imagination to even, because every one of those jobs is different.
Sure. Yeah.
Nothing fits the same. You got to, cut them and you got to make sure they.
And that's the great, that's the great thing. They have their own countertop cutting shop.
Yeah.
And so they, they don't have to send it out or anything like that. So their design team works right there with their own in-house.
Like I have an imagination for a lot of things, but when I was shopping for houses with my now ex-wife, but she's like, yeah, this could be this could, and I'm like, I can't see it. I don't know. I just see a kitchen.
Right.
I can't see like what could be. And those people are good at that.
Yes. I've learned that I'm not a designer. I'm not a designer and I'm not a handyman.
Right. Yeah. Neither am I.
I can't. I wish I were. My dad's somewhat of a handyman.
Yeah.
He can get some things done, but the work that I've done around my house and he kind of fixes stuff. Now, I do know how to replace a bathroom, the pipes under the sink.
Oh, wow.
Under the kitchen and that's, you always feel good, after you do that, you get it, work and stuff like that. You always feel, I did it.
You're like, I should go buy power tools after
Right.
this.
Right. And I replaced the toilets in my house. So I did that too. So
wow. So you can do way more.
I can do some stuff.
Yeah.
I can do some stuff, but I think definitely
I can eat Schlotchkes. That's what I do.
I can, yes.
That's what I do. And then I have to call professionals, which is
a lot of right. And eat Schlotchkes while they do the work.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. So
good morning, Tammy. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate you being right here, doing our Friday Facebook Live. This is going to be something we do here for a while. We're just getting set up. We've had a few kinks, but we're happy that Pat is here.
A couple of weeks of kinks.
Couple weeks, but you know what? We worked through it.
Got it.
Found a way to get everything done. So
it's terrific. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this for a long time, ever since we started talking about it.
Yeah.
Back in 2022, I was.
Yeah. Back in 1987, we actually started planning.
But it's great and it's live now. And I now what needs to happen is I need to get all the videos because I've got some great videos. I got to figure out. I'm worried to try to transfer something in here to log on to my other account because I don't want to
kick it off.
I don't want to kick off. I don't know if that would happen or not.
I don't think it would,
but I'm going to try it here in a little bit.
It wouldn't,
because my kids and I and my wife and I and my kids went to the new Glass City Metro Park.
Oh yeah, I heard that was
yesterday.
Cool.
It's I think probably one of the coolest Metro Parks out there. The stuff that they have for the kids out there. They've got these cabanas that you can rent out. They've got couches in them and you can chill out. The ribbons out there. That's that kind of I think that in the wintertime they have it iced over so you can skate on it.
Yeah, it's like a big figure eight or something, isn't it?
It's like a
loop.
It's like a loop. It just kind of looks like almost like a rubber band laying there.
Right. Okay.
You toss a rubber band, the ground, it kind of lays there, and but then there's like seating in the middle of that. It's just really cool. It's got a lot of really neat things.
Todd Kaufman said, "This is so cool. Thanks. Nice to see you again." Also, Pat.
Hey, thanks, Todd.
Pat, Doug Cook wants to have you back to the Charlie Mike shop soon.
Tammy, I want to come back. So this is really cool. What he does, what Doug does, is he makes custom made electric guitars, and really, really cool ones too. So.
K100, it is Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for being right here each and every morning. We do appreciate that. We're doing Friday Facebook Live here. So if you're around on Facebook, we would love to see you there. You can stop in and say hi. Of course, we just talked about Schlotsky's and that big sweet deal going live here. Less than an hour for that. So stand by. Our show brought to you by Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Time to check in with your news.
K100 weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. See what the Jim White Toyota Advantage is all about. Cars are arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Here's 13 ABC's Derek Witt. No accidents or tie-ups. We're in good shape on the roadways at this hour. If you find out otherwise, give us a shout. You can do it by phone or text at 419-240-1000. The line is sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door and a service of your information station, Toledo's K100.
All right.
I really hate to say this out loud, but everything's working, right? I mean,
Oh, why did you say that out loud?
but it's true.
Why
right?
did you
And we're off.
want to see me tempt fate?
No, but I mean, it's like
Yeah,
Okay.
everything's
All right.
everything's working.
We don't have
Except
to
for your
chase-
camera. Your
Yeah,
camera's
Yeah.
so
the only
that's
one.
it.
We'll
We
have
don't
that next week.
chase down an engineer about any like bugs or glitches or
No,
Okay.
we're live. We got people commenting. Tammy Cook, yes. Okay, so yeah, I was showing while you guys were on the radio there. I was showing off the Cinnabon, and I
Yeah.
said once I was mouthing. I think I did a pretty good job clarifying. Once on the lips, forever on.
Oh, is that
right?
what the saying is? I miss that saying.
Here, you want to add a little something to your hips?
Well, you're not. What are you doing?
It would be a waste on me today. It would be a terrible waste.
Lynn is not feeling well today. Lynn is not feeling her best, but you still look great.
You're a sweetheart.
You still look great, and you still have the same wonderful energy as you do every day. I don't know how you do it. I'd be miserable.
You're a
I'd be miserable.
Yeah.
But so Tammy Cook, her husband does he custom makes electric guitars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I watched him. I was able to watch it, go into his shop and check out all the stuff. I hinted that, hey, you know, I could really use if I had a guy in the 419 guitar, maybe I'd learn to play.
Don't you have a son who's taking
know,
guitar lessons?
I do have a son that's he's taking guitar
Yes.
lessons from John Knipe. He's in fact, if you go to, I'm going to type it in here. I can post a comment right
Sure.
on here. If you look up band coach. There you go. All right. I typed it in the description there. The band coach, his name John Knipe. I went to high school with the guy. Great gentleman. And my son, so they had a lesson yesterday, and he said, man, within a week, he's noticed a huge difference because
Wow.
because my son for the week has not been able to put down the guitar.
That's amazing.
He's learned, you start off learning things like hot cross buns.
Right.
You learn,
See, I thought that was just the recorder. I thought it was really cute when I saw him playing that on the guitar. It's like, oh,
he,
okay.
happy birthday, twinkle, twinkle, little star. And then, what was the other, dueling banjos. They started to learn. Yeah, yeah. But then he picked up, what was he doing? He was doing a Beatles song yesterday. They were doing a Beatles song, and he was picking up Nirvana was one of them.
Wow.
Smells Like Teen Spirit, and then also Santa Monica
I need to go
by
see
Everclear.
Mr.
Remember-
Knipe.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you
of
remember that
course,
song, or
yeah.
not, but yeah, he's
Then
not
it's-
playing all of them yet, but he's got that. Dun-dun,
It's got the riff down.
dun-dun.
That
He's
is
got
so
that part,
cool.
and it's like he played it. So I'm watching my son as he plays this. Dun-dun, dun-dun, and I was like, yeah, that's Santa Monica.
That is so
That's my-
cool.
That's my 90s music
Yeah.
right there. So,
Then it'll
yeah.
be Fast Car, and then he'll be Luke Combs.
oh man,
That's how it
right?
starts, man.
That's how it starts. Oh, I can see him on stage someday. But no, John does a fantastic job. So yeah, I put the name in there. If people want to reach out to him, if you got a kid that wants to learn either guitar, bass, or drums,
You don't have to be a kid, do you?
no, you don't have to be a
All
kid
right.
at all. No, he teaches. In fact, I think it's my one son. He was playing for a bit, but I think we're gonna give him a little break because he's only 7. He's having a hard time paying attention. He's having a hard time focusing. So I think we'll focus on Michael here. Jack does karate. Jack's
Nice.
thing is he got a new belt yesterday. So.
I've told myself when I was 30, I wanted to learn how to play the guitar. So I had a couple of friends buy me a guitar for my 30th birthday. I have not yet learned how to
Well,
play
give
it.
John
So
a
now
call.
I think I will. I
Reach
think
out
I
to
will.
John. He would love
Yeah.
to teach you.
So yeah, now that I'm an empty nester and that guitar still
Yes.
sits in my house, I think I will.
That
Start a 2-piece band.
Two piece.
Yeah.
What do you?
Chuck could play the drums on the kitchen table.
Yeah, there
there
we
you
go.
go. Yeah, reach out to John. Have him give you, he can give you some
Nice.
lessons. That's terrific. Who else? Oh, Mike McCarty said, "Hi, Pat, looking good." Well, that's That's my dad. That's of course,
You know what? I saw footage of him recently on something. I don't remember what you
Yeah.
guys were on together.
Oh, was it
I
the slingshot?
know who you look like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sound like too.
Really?
Yeah. He could be in the studio talking, and we'd sound exactly like. We were just in Myrtle Beach, for a week.
Big family affair?
No.
No?
Well, sort of. It was cousins and uncles. It was a golf trip.
Okay,
So,
nice.
The immediate family stayed behind, but my dad and I was it the slingshot video?
No.
It wasn't that? Okay. We went on one of those, those slingshots that they pull you down and they strap you in, and then they
Did
just
you?
shoot you up. It was great.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of those things. I'm not that much of a daredevil anymore. But after especially seeing that mother-child parasailing that they cut them down. My God, did you see that?
No.
Yeah, some dope who's got these people up on the back of his boat and they're parasailing. He convinces the husband of this woman who's up there the best way to get them down is to cut him down. Landed on a dock, a boardwalk or something, died. It's like,
Are you kidding me?
no. So I'm thinking, you got to really be careful who's driving those boats and who's giving you rides and making their money out there.
Wait. They're driving around on the boat. Let me understand this. They're driving
Weather
around
got
the boat,
bad.
and then they can't reel him back in.
Couldn't reel him back in. The weather was bad, so he said he'll just cut him down and they'll be okay because they've got life vests on. Well, they weren't. They landed
They landed on the ground.
on a deck or dock. Yeah,
How horrible.
it was really horrible.
Yeah. That's wow.
I know. I'm like that mother who said, "Don't put your hand out the window because your great uncle Harry had his head sucked off when
Right.
he was." Yeah, because somebody that
So
happened
it
to
happened
everybody.
to somebody, right?
Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah.
Terrible. Well, that's not a very feel-good Friday story.
Sorry, I'll
That's-
come up with a better one. How's that Cinnabon?
Let's see who else has Sandy Towns says hello. That's the mother-in-law. I got a lot of family. I
Hi,
have a very
Sandy.
supportive family.
It's awesome.
They're
What do you
wonderful.
call your mother-in-law?
What's that?
You call her by her first name?
I do. We haven't got
You've been married a while.
we've been married a while.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore.
I don't, it's weird.
Go ahead, finish your sentence.
I don't know why, I don't know. I know some people that they'll call their in-laws by their, they'll call them mom or dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you call
I did not.
you did not.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So before you pass judgment.
No, I wasn't
We
passing
started a
judgment
fight up
because
in
I
here.
couldn't do it. It's like I had one mom and I just couldn't bring myself to call anybody else
Well,
mom.
and I think that's kind of the way I feel too.
I
And it's
made a
not that I don't
nickname.
love my mother-in-law. I think she's a wonderful human being. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I
weird.
made a nickname up.
Oh, you made a nickname.
Yeah.
What did you?
Well,
What? I
can't
One that you could
call her? It's not bad.
One that she liked.
Huh?
One that she liked.
Yeah, she thought it
Okay.
was funny because it was I'm obviously a pretty I don't know, I'm sarcastic, and I told her a story one time that she believed that was not true, and then so the name of the story that I told her was it's a weird thing, but and then forever her name was that nickname when I saw her, but so I got it's because it would be weird to call somebody mom if you're
I
not
thought
used
so
to
too.
that.
But my parents, they interchanged their parents' names. They each called them mom, pa, and mom and dad.
that right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just thought it
Hmm.
was a given that you just did that, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
It's not that it's nothing against the person, right?
No,
It's,
no.
Right.
So there's a question. There's a question for you. What do you call your in-laws? Do you say you call them mom or dad, or do you call them by their first name?
My daughter is newly married, and my son-in-law, he didn't call me anything for a while after they got married.
And you were waiting to see what he was going to
I was waiting to see what he's going to call me. He has settled on Lynn.
He did say Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. So yeah, just within the last few weeks, now he addresses me and calls me by Lynn.
Did
So
he-
I think he must have
did
thought
he,
about it.
Did he? Would he call you before? Would he call you Miss?
Mrs. O'Shea.
He would say Mrs.
Mhm.
O'Shea.
Right. Mhm.
He was
a
very
lot.
wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So even that transition is difficult if you've known somebody by a Mr. and Mrs. 'cause,
Sure.
they dated in high school. And so then to transition to first name, I think is weird and a little
Yeah.
uncomfortable. But
Right. Well, because now I grew up with my parents' friends. We called all of them by their first name.
really?
Every single one of them. Yeah.
Wow.
They were all and everybody's kids did. Everybody's kids called the parents. I think it was they were part of that 1960s era
The
of
swingers?
no,
Okay.
not the swingers,
I'm
What?
kidding.
not
What kind
that.
of neighborhood did you grow up
No,
in?
But very kind of laid back.
Hippies.
Yeah, I think probably hippies. Yeah, they were.
Hippie swinger.
The church
All
was
the same
always church consisted of like 4 people on acoustic guitar just jamming.
Mhm.
It was very
Yeah,
so
just
yeah,
laid
people-
back.
very laid back.
Yeah.
People called everybody by their first names. Until my mother, who was a teacher, so the kids got to Central and had my mom's, and then all of a sudden it was Mike and Mrs. McCarty.
Right.
They immediately made that transition over, and they never went back to it.
I always thought it's very respectful. It's a Southern tradition where it's anybody who's a little bit older than you. They become Miss or Mister.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
yeah.
And you Mr. by their first name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like
so,
Mr.
like-
Greg.
Yeah.
and
You know who
Mr.
does it?
Pete?
Jason Reinhardt over at Go Mad Fitness.
Yeah.
I'm Miss Lynn.
All right.
Is that right?
Mhm.
You're not that much older than him.
I'd like to think not, but
All right, go back on there.
That's Morgan Wallen's last night here on K100. Hopefully he's resting those vocals because he needs to be doing something here. Well, that's coming up soon, isn't it?
29th and 30th Ford Field.
7
He
days.
will be there.
Yeah.
The first show back is the 22nd. What's today? The 23rd. So it was last night in Chicago.
Wow, I wonder how he did.
I'm gonna have to check out some of those reviews from Wrigley Field.
Yeah, for sure. So Lynn and Marco, K100, good morning. It's a Feel Good Friday here. We've got Pat from the 419. Good morning, Pat. How are you?
Good morning.
Guy from
Great
the
to be here.
419. He's going to be with us. We're doing Friday Facebook Live. So if you haven't left the house yet or maybe have off or whatever, just pop on Facebook. You can see us behind the scenes and see what's going on here.
And it is as easy as going to Facebook and clicking on our page, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll come right up. We're going to be doing this little thing that we'll be doing for a while here. And I mean, the whole reason to get Pat in here is because he knows a lot of people that own restaurants. And then to get
Is that the whole
want
point?
that's
free
why I
food.
started. I'm just kidding. Free food Friday would be good
We
too.
just like your
That's-
company. That's my big
Well,
thing.
that's good
That's
too.
that comes second.
But so we're happy to have that each and every Friday here. It's a Feel Good Friday. This is a great story. I don't know if you saw this. I saw this in the news yesterday, but I didn't know that this granny was in Ohio. Her name is Gail Rogers. She's 66. She's from Sycamore Township in Ohio, and she stepped in as a lifeguard at her local pool because there's a shortage of lifeguards. No
Yeah.
kids want to do any lifeguard stuff anymore. So they were like, well, we got to close the pool because we need a lifeguard. She's like, you know what? I'll do the CPR thing. I'll get all certified. And now she just covers all the shifts that the other kids don't come in for, which is pretty cool because let me tell you something. In the summertime, you need to be at the pool.
Yeah. Well, and apparently she was going to be already because she says, getting to spend time with her grandkids there is a big bonus.
Yeah. Plus, I always wanted to be a lifeguard when I was, when you're like 15, 16, like, God, man, it'd be cool to be a lifeguard.
Yeah.
Be outside, getting a tan, just at the pool all day.
But the pools have really struggled in recent years to find people filling those roles. So yeah. Well, good for her for stepping up. My father-in-law, I remember he was, I don't know, 60 something when he decided he wanted to get certified and became a lifeguard.
Really?
So yeah, it was like
Nice.
a
Decided at
retirement thing.
60?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's a good retirement
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Forget
it's-
being a
Help you
Walmart
key in
greeter.
shape. Yeah.
yeah, but you got to do a lot of. It's not. I mean, it's fun to sit there and stuff, but then if somebody's drowning, you got to actually run in and do stuff and get crazy. So that I would be nervous about having that much responsibility.
At
Wouldn't you?
any age?
Well, no, when I was like 15, 16,
I don't want that kind of responsibility.
yeah, that's a big
now.
responsibility.
I'll
But
push it off to the
yeah,
other
but when
lifeguards
you're
now.
older, I guess it's easier to be more into your job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You'd be more see what's going on there. But it's pretty cool. She actually she's in Cincinnati and she was actually on the news. I think she was on like a big news thing yesterday. I saw. So good for her. It's Feel Good Friday here. It's Lynn and Marco on K100. Good morning.
If you've got any feel good Friday stories, share them here. Share them and put them in the comments.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We want to
about
hear
it.
from you. We want to hear from you. We want to hear great things that are happening to you.
You gotta-
Darla says that first name and sometimes I say Ma.
That's good.
That's I could say Ma. I might be able to, but she needs to be older for me to say Ma.
You got a Bracy.
She's still too young right now.
Live spot ready.
Oh.
And this hour of Facebook Friday Live is sponsored by Midwest Liquidation. Have you guys ever been over there to Midwest Liquidation?
No.
All right. So before you purchase anything at any big box stores, you got to go check out Midwest. I've gotten everything. All my patio furniture is from there. They buy them all off They buy them from the manufacturers off the pallets. And this is like
Oh yeah, I think I saw your video.
50 to 60% off
Yeah,
a lot
crazy.
of times what you'd normally pay. They're located over on Central Avenue, 7944 West Central Avenue, and in Toledo, and just really, really great stuff over there. And it's always rotating too. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
always excited to go over there and see what's new. Darla says that her mother-in-law is 82.
All right. You want to go after a gutter helmet? Or?
Well, I'll wait till after ZipRecruiter.
Okay. Oh, you got it right there. Got it. You can talk about that sweet new video that I saw online from.
Did you put it up?
Oh yeah. What do you mean? Did I put it up?
Right.
Of course.
I
Put it up
should
like at
know.
11:30 last night.
I thought you were dead, so I didn't know you were doing anything.
I
about it
actually
last
could have
night.
been. You know, my phone caught on fire.
Seriously?
Yeah, my phone literally like caught some of my bed on fire. My comforter. Crazy. So it's I've had an alarm clock. That's my alarm clock for like the last.
When did it catch on fire?
Apparently last night. Yeah.
Marco was a little tardy this morning.
Little.
And
Yeah.
Lynn and I were worried about you. We
Yeah.
were neither one of us wanted to say it out loud, but we were both thinking it.
Well, yeah. So that's what happens when you use a phone for an alarm, because when it stops, nothing happens. And normally I would sleep. I'm not a morning person generally, so if I didn't have an alarm to wake me up, I would probably sleep till noon.
Well, know this: you got people who would check on you. So
Well, that makes me very, very, very comfortable. All right, let's see here. Now
that's not what. Okay.
you need a bed here. We're getting ready to do a live spot here for Lynn. We went out to Bracy Bison Farm. It's crazy. It's so sweet out there.
Did you go out there?
Yeah. I felt like I was in like Wyoming. All right.
I got to go check this out.
It's pretty cool. All right, you ready? 5 seconds.
Spent a little time at Bracy Gold Bison Ranch out in Swanton yesterday. Again, reason being, well, I needed more bison for my freezer. It's absolutely amazing. If you haven't tried bison yet, do it. Plan that 4th of July holiday with meat that is so all-American and so delicious. And the really cool thing is it's so good for you. You were talking about pasture-raised, pasture-finished bison, and they don't get anything other than hay, minerals, and pasture. So you're talking about meat that is free of antibiotics, any kind of hormones. It's clean meat, and it is right from farm to table. And Brent and Stacy Knopfsinger are the proud owners. They've established the farm out in 2018, and they're doing amazing with it, and they're eager for you to discover the benefits of bison. It is high quality meat. You can go to their website. You can place an order there. You can find recipes there as well. The one thing they told me is don't overcook it because it doesn't take long to cook. It is so lean, leaner than even chicken and turkey. And the really cool thing, not only you're talking a lean meat, you're talking about one that is higher in protein than those other meats. It's also lower in carbohydrates. It's got B12 in it. You're not going to make a healthier choice for your family, for your grill, than bison meat. And you've got it right here locally sourced at Bracy Gold Bison Ranch. Go ahead, check them out online. Like I said, you can find recipes. You can find also other products like wool socks, and you can enjoy 4th of July cookout guilt-free. BracyGoldBisonRanch.com. Go ahead and place your order there, or you can call and schedule an appointment and go check out the ranch yourself. Bracy Gold Ranch.
All right.
Yeah. I had all my notes and I had them all mixed up. I don't know.
That was incredible though.
Oh.
Leaner than chicken and turkey.
Isn't that something?
I would have figured it would be more like cow. It
No,
would be
it's
more
so
like-
much. I was actually, they gave us a little, I was shocked. It's like the leanest. It's even leaner than deer meat. I mean, it's insane.
I took those
Wow.
snacks home to Chuck last night. So that's what I made him up for the snack last night. I just chopped some of those up with some cheese and crackers, and that's what he snacked to the TV. He liked it. So yeah,
It's good.
It is.
It's good. I tell you, I was so excited yesterday that I broke a golden rule that I have never broken since I was actually a kid.
What was that?
Well, I hate hate breakfast for dinner. Hate it. And,
you
we
had
got
some of those
eggs.
delicious
And so
eggs.
this is the first. I don't think I've ever had. And everyone talks about like the difference between store eggs
Sure.
and farm eggs.
Oh, there's a huge yeah.
And I was like, so I got some yesterday. Thanks to Lynn. She bought some for me. She's so sweet. And by the way, if you're on Facebook Live, you can just click the video below this because we did a little video for these buffalo. It's amazing. I mean, it's just a cool. It just transforms you like you're back in like in the 1800s in the plains. But yeah, so I went out and I cracked some eggs and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have so I did. I had some bacon
Awesome.
and I made a little sandwich. And let me tell you something, man. These eggs, they were so good.
They're just like a richness to them, isn't
Yeah,
there? Just so
it
much
just-
more taste to them.
I
Oh,
thought I'm like the biggest, like I think people just like exaggerate. So I'm like, let me, but it is not an exaggeration. You can taste the difference. And these eggs, apparently you don't have to put in a refrigerator. They last for like 6 weeks.
You leave them out on the table.
It's
Yep.
insane.
Yeah, you do not have to refrigerate them. And
So
they,
that just
did
goes
they
to
still
show
have
you-
the gunk on them? You
Yeah, I
gotta
have
leave.
to wash them off.
You gotta leave. No, you got no. You gotta leave the gunk on.
I was told to wash them
I was
before
told-
you eat them.
I always wash mine.
Really?
Eat them, yeah. Why would you
Oh.
want to leave the gunk on?
It helps preserve the egg.
Well, maybe
No, yeah. Oh,
right
yeah.
before you.
Oh, before no,
Use it.
before you wash
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, wait, before you cook it.
Yeah.
Before you,
Yeah.
yeah, before you cook it. But like,
Oh yeah,
beyond
yeah.
that,
They,
yeah,
they're in
leave
there
it.
just like they were. They just stuck them in the thing. Yeah, I just left them just like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
But you wash them before you cook 'em.
Tell me the name of that ranch again.
Bracy Gold Bison Ranch.
Bracy Gold Bison
Mhm.
Ranch. Marco, you said it was like being in Wyoming.
Oh, it's insane. Yeah, you go. I mean, the video. Like, I mean, if you just scroll down one video down from where we're at right now, you can see it on the Facebook page. And,
And just the finest people. Just wonderful. The
don't
name
even have-
comes from the couple's names being
Brent and
smushed
Stacy.
together, Brent and
Yeah.
Stacy. So it's Bracy.
Can you put me in
Gold.
touch with them?
Yeah.
I'll
just
go
scroll
out.
down a little. You don't even have to play the video. Play just so you. Are you watching it? Just if you just scroll down 4 inches, you get the video will
On the
play
K100
by-
page.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not on that page.
No.
See, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Look, you're right there, Lynn. It's crazy.
All right.
It's insane. Look at this.
Well, I was gonna say what we can do next week is we can actually we can take Lynn's video and we could probably put it right in here so we could actually for our Facebook Live viewers, they wouldn't even have to go anywhere else. They wouldn't have to click off the
See,
Facebook
this
Live,
is why we hired you,
and then we
right
can
there.
just show that video.
Right there, folks.
Now, Marco, how long were you able to stay up on the bison when you rode one? How long?
I was 9 seconds.
9
Yeah,
seconds.
they
That's
said 4.
incredible.
And I got-
Uh-huh.
Uh,
How did I miss that?
All right, so Pat, we're gonna put you to work here. You
Okay.
got 39 seconds. We're gonna need you to spin that wheel.
All right, that sounds good. I'll turn my
Um,
camera here so that
yeah.
we can.
Yeah, we're gonna do a wheel live. So this is gonna be so much fun. I don't even know what's gonna happen here, but I know it's gonna be live.
I hope we give away that $920.
Listen,
I
want
know
this to
you
be
wanted to go to
$920.
$920.
This
Yeah.
is going to 1,000. You know.
So explain the rules again. Explain the rules again of what happened for those people who don't know the wheel.
Spin the little one. It will get a month. And if it is your month, get on the phones at 419-240-1000.
Lady A on K100, Toledo's country music station with Lynn and Marco. Lynn was just talking about Bracy Gold Bison Ranch, and we put a video up. We were there yesterday.
Yes.
And it is like I was just telling you guys on Facebook Live here. It's like being transformed back to Montana in 1883. They just are roaming, and I got so interested. I shot this video and we put it up. It's actually on our Facebook page. You should check it out. But I was starting to do some research, like what's the difference between buffalo and bison. I should have asked all these questions yesterday, but man, I was surprised from a couple of things. Number one, how they were talking about the meat is just. It is like
so
you wouldn't
healthy
think
for
there's
you. It
anything.
is so
Yeah,
healthy
they
for
think
you.
fish, chicken. No, I
It-
mean this is some
All
turkey.
right, the first thing is it gamey? Nope. Does
Yeah.
it taste like chicken? Nope. It is a meat all its own, and
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Yeah. So
What does it taste like? What is the taste?
If
it
I-
tastes just like bison, I think.
I think you're right. If I were to have to pick a meat that it tasted like, I would lean more toward turkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had they have beef sticks out there.
Yeah.
It's just so good. But they also do like little tours and stuff.
Mhm.
And it really is like I was shooting this video thinking my son would love to see all these bison out there, but they just had all the babies and stuff. So by the way, you can go to Facebook and see the video that we put up there. It's pretty amazing. All right, Pat. So we do it's a Feel Good Friday. It's also Friday Facebook Live. And now we're going to put you to work here.
All
We
right,
do
here
something
we go.
right now. Oh, it just turned 8:30 on the dot. Look at that. We're just perfectly on time for the birthday wheel. So you're going to spin the inner
All right.
wheel first.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. That's the worst spin I've ever seen, dude. We're gonna have to really
It got around.
we're gonna have to really get
It
you got
got
to
around a
spin it
couple of
hard.
times.
It was harder than that.
Well, yeah, not now. We got the what is
March.
the month? March. All right. If you're born in March, you call us right now. You could win yourself $920. We have $920 for you to win from Genoa Bank and K100. Born in March, we will make you a winner if you call us now. 419-240-1000. It's K100. Come on, man. You got to spin that thing around.
It's gotta be more than that.
K100 to caller
You
1,
gotta
try
just
that.
jam it up.
K100 caller 2, dial
You
again.
spin the big one.
Hi,
You got to
K100
give
to
us some
caller
grease.
3,
All
dial
right,
back.
I'll give it
K100
more.
caller 4, call
Wasn't
back.
enough.
Hi,
Darla said
K100
she's
caller
never had
5,
bison.
dial again.
Darla, I've never
Hi,
had
K100
bison
to
either.
caller 6,
I've never
call
had
again.
it. So
K100 caller 7,
maybe
dial
we
back.
go together. Maybe
Hi,
we go to this
K100
bison ranch.
caller 8,
Now-
dial again.
Do you get to hunt your own bison?
Hi,
Do you get to,
K100. You're
No.
calling up for
do you
the
get to?
birthday
Is it like
wheel?
Red Lobster where you get to choose your own? Like I want that one.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Are you at 9?
Hi. Can you hear me? Oh, now I can hear you too. You were calling for the birthday wheel? Well, I am so sorry. You were caller number 9.
Oh, try back.
All right.
Sorry.
Thanks for trying.
Hi, good morning, K100. Hey,
Calling about the birthday wheel.
you're caller 10. Congratulations, man. You did it. Oh, boy, I thought maybe you got passed out there from all the excitement. Man.
What's your name?
James,
All
right,
right,
James.
James.
What's your birthday, buddy?
March 4th.
March
March
4th. All right, Pat's gonna spin the wheel.
All right, here we are. I'm gonna
If
give
we-
it a good spin.
Big
if we
one.
roll a
Big
4,
spin.
you got
Oh,
900
there you go.
and
better?
$20.
There you
That was a better spin. All right.
Oh boy, you really spun. Now I made him mad from the last thing. All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, James. Crossing
Does
our
it have
fingers
enough
for you.
to come around and land on 4? Oh man, it's landed on 15. I'm
So
sorry, buddy.
All right.
No.
Maybe next time.
Maybe
Maybe.
next time.
Like
All right.
the attitude. And you did at least get through to play.
Yeah, good job on that one.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. So what do we go to 9:30 on Monday?
Monday, 8:30. Be here for your shot at that jackpot from Genoa Bank and K100.
Guides of March. So it goes up $10 every day? $10. Now, where does the $10 come from?
It starts from 100 at $100, and every day it's all money from Genoa Bank.
All from Genoa Bank. How about that?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Well, Genoa Bank. I know a couple people that work over at Genoa Bank. I like Genoa Bank.
Genoa. You know Marty?
March.
I know. Who do I know over there? Over the one over Monroe Street. I met a couple. Is that where the one? Is there only one in town?
No, there's a lot of locations now. I think they have 7 or 8.
In town here? I know the people over on Monroe Street.
Yeah,
That's-
they've got the one downtown. Is that what you're talking about?
No, the one on Monroe Street in Sylvania.
Okay.
Other side of Monroe Street.
Man, $920. This thing is growing and growing and growing. We need a winner. Congratulations, man. You did it. Oh, boy. I thought maybe you got passed out there from all the excitement. Man.
What's your name?
James.
All right,
James.
What's your birthday, buddy?
March 4th.
March 4th. All right. Pat's going to spin the wheel.
Here we are.
If we roll a 4, you got $920.
There you go.
That was better spin. All right.
Oh boy, you really spun. Now I made him mad from the last thing. All right.
Here we go.
All right, James. Crossing
Does
our
it have
fingers for
enough
you.
to come around and land on 4? Oh man, it's landed on 15. I'm sorry, buddy.
All right. Well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Like
All right.
the attitude. And you did at least get through to play.
Yeah, good job on that one.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. So what do we go to 9:30 on Monday?
Monday, 8:30. Be here for your shot at that jackpot from Genoa Bank and K100.
Lynn and Marco in the morning and the Just Good Enough morning show.
All right.
There we go.
There we go. In and out.
So Genoa Bank, they put that money in. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'll have to go and get some bison. Can you
Definitely.
smoke bison? Do you think you
Um,
could smoke it?
I would imagine
You could smoke a chicken
yeah.
or a turkey.
Yeah, I would imagine you can. As a matter of fact, because I bought those snack sticks thinking that they would be more like a jerky sort of a texture, but they
Yeah.
weren't. They were really kind of
A little more-
very moisture,
more tender?
And
Are
yeah,
we able to turn that down anymore?
Yeah.
Possible.
and
I'll have to go out there and I'll have to use it because I'm always looking for excuses to smoke some meats on the smoker that I got from Midwest Liquidation. Which happens to be our 8 o'clock sponsor here. They have all kinds of great stuff. You know how much I got it for?
how
I got
much?
this huge smoker. What is going on behind it? Wow.
The
Boy, with
band
anybody with
Camino?
any kind of
Yeah, seizure issues.
seizure related kind of don't watch right now. It was like $95. Huge coal smoker, wood smoker, just phenomenal.
And do you use it
For
a lot?
$95. I don't use it as much as I should. It's a labor of love, the smoker. You got to really put the time and
You
effort.
know, it's kind of an interesting thing. I don't know one woman who uses a smoker or who does that, who has that labor of love with their meat like men do. That's a weird thing, but it's true.
I think it's a guy thing.
It apparently it is.
Yeah. If you like to
It's
smoke,
like it
if
gets
you like to
guys
smoke meats,
outdoors with meat and you want to cook. It's just too bad it doesn't translate like into the indoors and more
well, yeah,
often.
yeah, you can't.
At least in
there's
my
something
household.
about hanging out outside. You got a cold beer on what it could either be a hot day or it could be a cold day. It
Kind
doesn't
of an
matter.
excuse to sit still with a beer for a while and still feel like you're doing something
Still
productive.
feel like you're being productive,
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
Absolutely,
All right.
absolutely.
That makes sense.
You know, we don't get to hunt our food anymore, and so therefore we must spend a long time preparing it, right?
Okay. All right.
So you gotta work for it. That's what I was gonna ask. Are you allowed to? You were doing the
The Bracy Gold Bison Ranch.
yeah,
spot.
no, you were doing the birthday thing. So
Oh
I
yeah.
can ask you with the Bracy Gold Bison Ranch. Are you allowed to? You're not allowed to hunt your own.
No.
No. Are you allowed to, like Red Lobster, like when they had the big tanks, like pick out like, oh, I want that one. Go slaughter that one.
You
for me.
know, I don't know if you wanted, like a whole cow or something
Can you
like
like
that.
go
if
up and
you
like press on them and like
I-
give them a
I
taste?
haven't
Like,
seen
yeah,
that done. I didn't
that one seems
inquire.
right.
I just went into their storefront and actually it's already frozen and stuff. I wouldn't want to be that personal with them.
That's true. That's true. You don't want to name them.
I don't even like that tank at Red Lobster personally.
I don't think they have it anymore.
I think that's a good idea.
I think it. Well, they might have it at Red Lobster. I know they don't. They don't have it at grocery stores anymore. Have you noticed that? Do you remember when they used to have the lobster tanks at the
Yes.
grocery stores?
Yeah.
And they don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
I think it was too hard to clean.
That might be. I worked at Red Lobster for a lot of years.
Did you?
Yes. So it's not that I was too overly sensitive to knowing where my food came from because I could crack a Maine lobster open for a guest like nobody's business.
Okay.
But still
Did you
something
eat?
about
Are you a fan of lobster? Do you eat
yeah,
lobster?
mhm.
Do you want to know
Not
something?
recently given the price tag on it, but
And do you want to know what's interesting about that?
Hmm.
Lobster used to be known as the poor man's chicken
really,
because it was so plentiful. They were so abundant
that was a really long time ago.
that why is it different?
I don't know.
Lobsters didn't start laying less eggs. They still a female carries like 40,000 eggs on her back.
Wow.
And so
You know a lot about lobsters.
I
Red Lobster.
do.
No, I did.
No, I never worked at Red Lobster. Actually, it was some trivia questions that I had. And so
Oh,
that
be
was
nice.
but I
I imagine it's because we farm chickens now and not lobsters.
maybe
Lobsters are still wild and they've probably been fished to less and less.
do you think
Now,
so?
he's from the East Coast, so he probably knows a little about lobster.
40,000 though. 40,000 females
Yeah,
on
but
there.
we're fishing millions of lobsters and they're just naturally produced, and we're chickens we are manufacturing. Basically.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You ever seen and Maryland actually has a huge chicken farm. Purdue and all those they take up like thousands of acres
Is that right?
of just farms and hen houses.
Hmm.
So I'm assuming it's because
Because
the
we're
mass
producing
production.
more. We were able to learn how to produce more chickens than
correct. And I
than
don't think
lobsters.
I mean, maybe you could breed lobsters, but you need like seawater. I mean,
Sure.
it's not it has to be way harder.
Well, they can shrimp, but they harvest shrimp right out here in Swanton.
They do? What's
Yeah,
a
they have
shrimp farm?
They have two big ponds. It's
What?
yeah.
They can't live in ponds. They got to be in salt water.
I think there's saltwater ponds, something. They have a bit.
That
They have
can't
big.
be true.
It is true. I was there. I was there. They had the shrimp harvest.
How do you have a saltwater?
They drain
front-
one lake and then they harvest all the shrimp. You can bring out buckets and you can, or you
They're
buy the
not real
buckets and
shrimp.
you-
They must be like freshwater shrimp.
maybe they're freshwater shrimp, but they're still big, plump,
Yeah.
juicy shrimp, and they still tasted delicious.
You know, that could because the sea has been fished. I mean, they say now that you can't. Fishermen talk about it all the time how like back in the 1800s, you could just throw a net in the ocean and pull on like 80 fish. Now it's like you go for days. There's no fish.
Right.
So because we've fished, you know, what I've heard is we've fished the oceans to almost extinction.
You think so? We're that close?
I mean,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
I've heard. I mean, I'm not a, you know, it's not like I'm you know,
I have no idea. I've got nothing to base it on.
I don't either, but no, I watch what is that the last catch or the greatest, what is that called, the
oh yeah, but
deadliest
the,
catch.
the deadliest catch.
But you know, apparently the seas are they're dwindling
They're
down.
dwindling down. Well, we got to start repopulating the seas.
Well,
How do we
yeah.
do that?
Well, you can't make it, so they just have to make themselves.
Well, you turn on some
Mood music.
turn on some music, point it down towards the water, right at about sunset as the sun is getting low.
A little Marvin Gaye.
Get a little Marvin Gaye, right? Yeah,
All right.
we'll make this happen. By the way, these cookies from Schlotzsky's, not too bad.
Yeah.
Nice and soft.
Never met a cookie I didn't like.
Todd says, "Thanks for coming on camera, Lynn. You've made everybody's day.
Oh,
They're tired of seeing my big ugly
Right.
mug."
We need to. So next week we definitely got to have a camera on you. We'll figure out.
that's fine.
Hmm.
Well,
You know-
she's got to work it in her contract
I
first.
won't have a runny nose, hopefully, by then.
You'll have that one. I'll have this one. I'll have my camera. I'll bring in mine and plug it into my computer, and have that one set up.
Yeah,
So we'll have 3 cameras.
Text what's next.
it is. We're a tad bit early, but you want to throw another song in there?
If I wanted to have Rascal Flats Friday as a choice, could you make that happen?
I could.
All right. I'd like that.
Well, that smoker I was telling you about, Lynn and I were talking. Do you ever get into smoking meats?
Nah.
That was never a
No.
big. She says she doesn't know any women that smoke meats. That's kind of a guy thing.
I would say that.
I think so.
I don't know why. I'm sure there's like a
Because women are multitaskers. When you're smoking a meat, you have the meat on there and you're drinking a beer, and that's it. It's just those 2 things. I think sometimes women want to be a little more busy.
okay.
I say that only because that's how
You
I
want-
justify letting my wife do all the housework that she does.
Yeah.
That's
Sure, that goes
she
over.
wants to do it.
Yeah.
That's she
I'm
wants to do it.
surprised you're still married. That is Jelly Roll on K100, Toledo's country music station. It's Lynn and Marco. It's a feel-good Friday. Although, the weather's not making you feel good. You look outside, it's kind of wet and nasty. But you know what? As Lynn says, we needed the rain.
That's right.
That makes you feel better when you say that. Yeah,
That's
we
true.
needed the rain.
Yeah.
It is Lynn and Marco. We're doing Friday Facebook Live, by the way. If you want to join us out on Facebook, you can always do that. Every Friday, we'll be live with Pat from the guy in the 419. So we thank you for coming in and good spinning the birthday wheel. I gave you a little bit of problems the first time. The second one, you got better at.
I'll get the months. I didn't know how sturdy it was.
Right.
I didn't want to break it.
No, not me. I fire it out to see. I always like to see what it can withstand.
What did we spin? March 15th?
March.
The Ides of
March.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, we're going to do Text What's Next now, presented by Super Fitness. This is where we take 2 songs and we let you text which one you want to hear next.
Yeah, well, Gary LaVox, of course, was in Rossford. The 125th anniversary of the town was on over the weekend.
Yeah.
And we have seen a ton of Gary LaVox requests since then, or Rascal Flats. So we're going to give you a choice of Rascal Flats songs today. One particularly appropriate for the day because it is
Listen, don't try to
Friday.
sway the votes.
Friday.
Don't try to sway the votes because you want to hear a certain song. We're going to let them vote.
all right.
We're
That
gonna
one
count it.
or another good one, Banjo.
You are so. You want Banjo from Rascal Flats or do you want Friday from Rascal
It's in your
Flats?
hands.
It is. All right. Vote cast now by 419-240-1000. Texting us. Whoever gets the most votes will play next.
Also, if you're watching on Facebook Friday Live right now, go ahead and put your vote in as well. What are the two choices? Friday by Rascal Flatts?
Friday by Rascal Flats or Banjo by Rascal
And
Flats.
if
Or
you can't
Banjo.
tell, Lynn wants one of those.
Yeah, which
more
one
than
does
the other.
Lynn want more?
Oh, there, look at that Friday.
What?
It's just
Oh,
coincidence, I'm sure.
man,
But you
they're
better
just-
have it pulled up just
They're
in
trying
case.
to make Lynn happy. All right, I'm going to check to see if there's coffee in this
It's
station.
pulled up.
Do you know where Heather's office is? She was going to look around. You can walk back and see if she found anything for you. Banjo. Oh, come on.
I gotta figure out why.
That's a good one too, though.
Huh?
It's a good one too.
All right. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on our first Friday Facebook Live. Kind of. Darla says Friday. Tammy says Friday.
Nice. That's a good one.
Is
And
it?
it's just appropriate.
It is appropriate, but we can't sway the votes.
You got it ready to pull up because it looks like that's what's happening over here.
Yes, fine.
Darla, Tammy. Oh, you guys, you can only vote once. They both, Darla and Tammy are both saying Friday. They both
All
said
right.
they said it twice.
Awesome.
May Melissa says I want to hug Marco.
Ooh.
Oh,
doesn't?
Well, a lot of people don't. You're sweet. That is the sweetest thing. I would like a hug.
That's a nice feel good Friday thing.
I like hugging.
There's a no look on the coffee. from-
No.
I'm gonna have to.
believe this whole building. Everybody must bring in their own. I
They
don't
must
know.
bring in their own. I'll
Yeah,
bring in
we're
my
not
own
coffee
next week.
drinkers here, man. You know what you could do is you could stop by Cinnabon. K100, it's Lynn and Marco. We're doing something called Text What's Next, and basically giving you two. Well, today we're giving you one song that Lynn wants to hear, but usually, no,
It's a choice of two. I
Oh,
threw out
okay.
Banjo.
you did throw.
One artist, Rascal Flats. You picked Banjo or Friday, and it just happens to be that Friday seems more voted on.
Is it just happened to be that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? It is. The votes came in, and they were overwhelming with you, Lynn.
Well, let's get it on and turn it up.
Love it. It's Text What's Next here, courtesy of Super Fitness. Thank you very much. Text What's Next. Rascal Flats Friday here with K100. Now we can't turn it up because we get kicked off, but I'll just do this real quick.
Hands up, boots on, coffees.
Okay, that's it. Otherwise, I kick us off Facebook. But Lynn is going to just dance with her headphones
She is
on.
getting down.
Come on, Lynn.
Oh.
She is very excited to hear that. And that wasn't Tammy didn't do it. There's Tammy and Tommy both commenting. I only saw one name.
Oh, yeah. See, Tammy's like, bro, let me correct you
Right.
here.
I only said it once, she said.
Good job, Tammy. You got to keep this guy in line here. No, 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 no.
I'm gonna put in the
Stand up.
so, yeah.
All right. Look at that.
They had done it through the mat.
Hey. You're here early, dude.
Drip, drop, drip, drop.
Got shit to do.
We got I'm putting in the address
Need-
of our sponsor for this hour, Midwest Liquidation, 7944 West Central Avenue. If you're looking, before you go to any of the big box stores, before you go to any, if you're looking for something,
Na, na,
an
na,
appliance,
na, na.
patio furniture, furniture for inside, anything. I mean, they get pallets of all kinds of stuff. It's constantly rotating. You got to go over there and check out what they have. You can go onto their website or onto their Facebook page as well and see if there's anything online that they're updating. They're always updating. It's always rotating, but right now patio furniture is the biggest thing, and it's
Wow.
incredible.
I
Great
saw
stuff,
yours. I saw your video. That
Here,
patio.
play this one.
man. I got all of it. My whole backyard, our table, umbrella,
Friday.
chairs,
Friday.
looks great.
You didn't play it. Rascal Flats.
Oh, good song.
But Lynn really likes her Rascal Flatts.
She does. She does. At least
Unless
she enjoys it.
Unless.
I have to work Saturday morning.
Oh.
Sarah.
Oh, now it's the best day ever.
So we're doing the Facebook for those anybody that's tuning in. We're doing Facebook Friday Live, and it's Feel Good Friday here. So if you've got any feel good stories, Tammy said that Feel Good Friday taking place out at the 80s night tonight at Centennial.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What is
80s party
80s
tonight at
dance
Centennial
party.
Terrace.
Mhm.
it? What?
Yeah.
All right, man.
So
Hopefully the weather holds. I know people get all decked out for that.
yeah, I
Mhm.
hope it does. I really hope it does. I hate
You guys know it's currently raining, right?
Yeah, I know. Is it
Yes.
bad? I'm wondering how soaked my jeans
Pouring.
are
It's
now.
very soaked.
Yeah.
Aw.
Fortunately, I'm glad I put the front top on, but the back top.
But aren't Jeeps
is
made to get
definitely-
wet like that?
Oh, sure. Oh,
Yeah.
it won't cause. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. But
You have like a bra. Is it called a bra? Is
But
that what it-
just-
a bikini or what's that called?
the top, the front top. Yeah, the front
The
top's on there.
mankini,
So at least where I'm sitting will be dry ish.
you have no doors, Pat. I don't know how dry. Oh, you got it in front.
I got the front doors on.
Yeah, but it's raining steady for like the last hour.
Oh, yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah. So I've seen Jeeps get submerged in water, completely
Yeah.
submerged in water. It'll be fine.
I would like a Jeep, although I don't have any money. So, but Jeeps are nice. That's what I would have. A little pickup truck.
I would
Oh,
too,
yeah.
the Gladiator. Mhm.
I love my Jeep Gladiator.
It's nice.
Let's see
I'd
here.
like to look pictures of the Jeep Gladiator.
So Tommy Paulson says, "Hi Lynn, I'm Betty Boop's grandson."
Yeah, Tommy. I wonder how Betty's doing.
How is Tommy? How is Betty doing? We're he messaged that on here.
She was rehabbing from a leg injury or something.
Darla is from Point Place. She says, "I feel good because our community helped each other out and helped clean up Point Place after the tornado hit." So Point Place is a pretty cool community.
It is.
They're pretty tight knit, and they that's great. I love to hear when. Do you remember back in 2010 when this would have been around Clay? I think it was probably around Clay High School. Got hit by that tornado
Mm-hmm.
and just, I mean, it was bad. It was
You
really
mean the
bad.
one out in Lake Township?
Yeah,
By Lake High School.
Lake High School. right,
Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
We went out with a group of people, and just hours before, it always takes a while when organizations, come out like the Red Cross and stuff like that.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and then of course they start delegating and We got out there before any of them got out there just to help
Yes.
people just start.
Yeah, you just feel like
picking
you want to do something. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was great. It was great. And then the Red Cross showed up and started delegating jobs. And then we were
Yeah.
like, okay, we're
Yeah.
good. We did it. We were out there for about 6 hours before
Yeah.
they showed up.
But and it is, I think it's just so important so that the people who are being devastated, who are having such loss, know they've got somebody behind. You are not in this alone.
You're not
and it is so
alone.
important.
So
Yeah. My
You're ab-
daughter lives
yeah.
in by Mommy Bay, and she got damaged by that F1 that hit there.
Yeah.
And nothing extensive, just enough to be really annoying and need repair work. But she needs a new refrigerator. Her refrigerator never came back on when the power did. So she drove out to Oak Harbor yesterday. They found somebody who was selling a refrigerator for $100, just
Oh,
something
wow.
they'll keep out in
Yeah.
their garage. But she said that the house they were going to, the one next to it, was half gone.
oh my
It's like we've been hearing
gosh.
so much about Point Place. I really forgot how hard hit Oak Harbor had gotten as well. So,
Wow.
but she said, yeah, they were a lot of them had been without power for 5 days, and were really in the process of just getting into their homes and starting to clean up.
Oh man.
So yeah, there's
I can't imagine.
still so much that needs to be done.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Well, yeah, Darla, I think that's great. That's great. Thank you for sharing that.
That is something to feel good
Ja-
and feel proud about.
Tammy says that Jeep stands for just empty every pocket.
I never heard
So
that.
there you
before. That's
go.
funny.
Listen,
That's-
I'm not banging. I love them. I would, if I had money, I would buy one.
Tommy says that Betty is doing very well and she can't wait to get home.
Awesome. All right. Well, please
So that's
tell
good.
her we send our best.
Yes.
So, And then Darla updated and said it brought us all closer together, which, yeah, it was an F2 out there in Point
Yeah.
Place. And, but it is amazing how a disaster like that can bring people together, you know?
Oh yeah.
And it's, it shows you that in this, when bad things happen, it shows you like, boy, there are good people out there.
There is,
There's-
and
and I
we're-
think the majority of people are good.
And I think we're reminded that we do need each other.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
we need each other.
Yep, absolutely. So, Darla, thank you for sharing that. That's terrific. If you've got a feel good Friday story, you want to share it, put it up here. We want to hear about it. We want to hear about what's going on. How long do we have? What's our
Well, we're into some music now.
we're into some music now.
So now we really can.
I think
concentrate.
it's time. I think it's time for a little trivia showdown between the two of you.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I'm up for it. I think Marco is probably still stinging from the last time we did this.
Are you talking smack?
Ooh, okay.
You know,
All
Bring
right.
it
I
on.
let you win last time.
Did
just
you
so you
now?
know, I came out real quick with 3 big ones. I'm like, I better let her win, or she's gonna start crying again, and I don't like crying.
No crying in trivia.
How do you feel about having something a little more specific, like beverages?
Well, yeah. I'm
All
fine.
right.
You want a
I'm-
beverage theme
Give it a shot.
for Friday?
We'll
Get your
give it a shot.
beverages ready.
All right.
All right. Well, here we go. We'll start off a fun fact. In 1770,
Wait, is this a fact or trivia?
this is just a fact. This, as
Okay.
I thought this was pretty interesting. The colonial Americans were consuming on average 3.5 gallons of alcohol every year, which is double the current rate.
Really? Wow.
Which
3.5 gallon? It doesn't seem like a lot.
It doesn't seem
like
like-
a rock,
Me
but I
neither.
suppose that's average. You got to look at average. So it's like
Yeah.
there's some people that don't drink at all, right?
Right.
And then there's me who I'll go through 3.5 gallons in a week.
Yeah, see?
I get
So
it.
I don't,
I might do that later tonight. I don't even.
But yeah, so double what it was. All right, here we go. Who wants to go? Or are we gonna go? You guys are gonna
We're just gonna scream.
you're gonna
out the
scream it out.
answer.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
scream out the answer.
All
Okay. What alcohol is used in a mojito cocktail?
Vodka.
Rum.
Rum.
What?
It's rum.
It
White rum.
cannot be true.
It is.
All right, this is a non-alcoholic beverage. What beverage was the first product to appear on the cover of Time magazine?
Say that again?
What beverage was the first product to appear on the cover of Time magazine?
Do we have a year?
No,
Coke.
it is Coca-Cola.
Oh.
See, if it was like 1969, it would have been Baby Tang
Yeah,
or something,
well,
you
see,
know.
I didn't have to
the
ask
astronauts
extra
and-
questions.
Right,
I just
Yeah,
knew the
yeah,
answer.
All right, so far it's 1-1. Where was Guinness first brewed?
What? First brewed?
Yeah, where was
England.
Ireland.
It's Ireland, of course.
Oh, dang. All right.
Tried to throw you
got the
off with
lead.
saying first brewed.
Yeah.
First brewed. All right, here we go. Next question. Here we go. If you want to brew a good beer, you need 4 main ingredients. What are they?
My nephew when I need him.
Oh my god! I know hops is one of them.
Hops is
Oh,
definitely one of
everybody
them.
knows that.
Well, you didn't
Hops,
say it.
I didn't say it first, but
Barley?
I knew.
That's one. You need some kind of grain like barley or
Oh, I
some
got
kind of grain.
two. So
There's
I've
two.
already
Hops, barley.
Yeah.
Don't name what I've already named.
But what do
I've
we
got-
got? What else we got?
Carbonation. Does that count?
That's not an ingredient.
Yeah.
Salt.
No.
Damn it.
Oh man.
Sugar.
You're missing 2 very, very important ones.
Alcohol. Oh,
Darla has it.
What?
serious.
Darla and Tammy.
Yeast.
Oh,
You got to
Good.
yeast to
That's-
ferment, and then Tammy said the last one, the most obvious.
the most-
Otherwise, you're gonna have a very dry beer.
water.
Water.
Oh.
I don't know who the point goes to. I think
I got
think it goes to
three.
Marco.
What
I
do you
think,
mean?
Marco.
I think
It is
Marco.
good.
Oh man, I
think-
need a
I
comeback.
think Marco has that point. Okay, here we go. Which founding father was quoted as saying, "Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy"?
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin. Wow, not even a hesitation there.
That was good.
All right, we're 2-2 right now.
No, he's got 3.
Oh, you have 3?
Well, no wonder I lost last time. We just given extra points to live.
3-2. So we, we're kind of on this beer kick right now.
Yeah.
And the founding fathers loved beer, but eventually we got to a place where people don't like beer. Well, they love beer, but they outlawed it. Prohibition, right?
Oh yeah.
How many years
1923.
did prohibition last?
2.
It was at 3.
13 years.
What?
Wow.
1920 to 1933.
Wow. I
Wow.
thought it was a little while.
I did too. Well, that's because all those speakeasies made it seem like there was no such thing going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. What sport, what modern day sport resulted because of the prohibition?
Resulted because of the prohibition of
Mhm.
modern day sport. I would
I guess
think
you could call it a sport. I don't really
I was
consider,
going to say, this doesn't seem like-
shuffleboard.
I don't really consider it
I'm
a
going to
sport.
say hide and seek.
No, NASCAR.
Really?
NASCAR. They had to develop these cars that could get away from the cops, could go fast, make sharp turns.
Wow.
They developed the first cars that would eventually lead into
That seems like a vague answer, but
My
That's-
relatives, when they
it's a-
came to this
it's a
country, they were
fact,
that
though.
sounds like you made that one,
Wow.
maybe made that one up.
I did not at all. I did not at all. Which soda pop was developed in 1919 as an alternative alcoholic beverage during Prohibition?
Dr.
Coca-Cola.
Neither one of those. I heard Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola. Neither one.
What?
1919. Alternative to alcohol?
As an alternative to beer.
root
Ginger
beer.
ale.
Root beer.
Oh.
Nice.
Then you want to take the bonus point and say which
Yeah.
brand of root beer?
Verner's.
That's not a brand of root beer, is it?
Oh, I'm still in the ginger.
Jeez.
Hires.
IBC.
Oh my God.
IBC.
I don't like this category.
Well, I think I won the game.
I think Marco has won the.
You-
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Where is my T-shirt?
I think Marco takes this one today. All right. Well, you let. Oh, they were playing along. A&W. Nope. Sorry, Tammy. It wasn't A&W.
I would have said A&W.
You're just saying that to make me feel better.
We have a new sponsor coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm going to switch it over.
Well, it's already the 9 o'clock hour.
All right, here we
9:02.
go. So I am switching things over here. Once
Wow,
I
we
can-
get to see this live. Pat,
boom. There
Pat
it
is,
is.
in a couple of weeks has made himself a mastermind of
I know.
StreamYard. This is impressive. I'll have to hire you to be my personal
and we
producer.
we have the ticker at the bottom. So CRD Construction is the sponsor for the 9 o'clock hour, and
Nice.
they do some terrific work. Joe Blythe is the owner of CRD Construction. I had a chance to sit down with him and get to know him, and I mean, he looks like he's got to be like 28. I mean, he's a young guy, and he owns three
Wow.
companies essentially
Impressive.
under him, and he runs these teams. And what's more is that I went on a golf outing with them about a month ago. They all like him.
That's tough.
I think there's a lot of business where people are like, "Oh, I don't like my boss." They all really like him.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
So
That's good. That means
so
he's doing it right over there.
he absolutely is doing it right. He does, and they do great work. You can check out my Facebook page. You can see some of the work that CRD Construction has done. But they just do an absolutely wonderful job. So back decks or any kind of kitchen or bathroom renovations,
I could use a new deck.
they're the
Yeah.
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 Well, give them a call.
I just may.
Give them a
Just
call
may.
right there. There's the number 419-954-3003.
Getting all kinds of tips from you.
Oh, I'm a man of many tips. So what's coming up? What else is coming up in this hour?
Well, I mean, we're kind of music intensive for a little while here, and then so we get the people are now getting at work and getting involved. So here we can really on our Facebook Live kind of really pay attention to everybody that's been hanging out. Doug, yes, thank you. He heard a rumor that Charlie Mike Guitars was mentioned earlier. It was not a rumor. I can confirm that rumor. Didn't you mention guitars earlier?
Yeah. And had a chance to see the guitars being made.
Yeah, I lived in Wisconsin where they make Gibson guitars.
Oh, nice.
And they also make Les Paul guitars there. So I've been in tours of both of those places, and I'm telling you, man, I didn't realize what goes into making a guitar. It's pretty crazy.
It's a lot of work. I mean, you got to. Now Les Paul. That's. I mean, those are obviously electric guitars.
Yeah.
Do you play? Do you play an instrument?
No,
You never got
no,
into playing
no.
an instrument?
No, I like watching people play. I like watching people play instruments, and I like hiring people to do services. I am a man of not a lot of talent, and coincidentally, not a lot of money.
And there it is. Right?
So
I think we figured it out.
yeah, we definitely figured it out.
All right. I'm trying to get a video from here. Trying to get a video. I'm trying to pull up a video. I want to show this video from, but I'm not sure how. I got to get it off of here.
Na, 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 na. All right. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate everybody being here in our first real Friday Facebook Live, the way that we're going to be doing this moving forward. It'll just get better from here, by the way. We'll look back. We've had 50 comments so far. It's pretty nice. On the K100 Facebook page.
Yeah. Doug Cook. So Doug is the one who makes the guitars.
Ah.
He's the one that
So he
talking
was-
about he's self-promoting.
well, you know what? That's the best way to do it.
He's no, but Doug, when I was out there, he says he added a bunch of new stuff to the shop, so I'll have to come check it out. And I had mentioned, I tried dropping a little subtle hint that hey, a guy in the 419 electric guitar, that'd be kind of cool thing to
Yeah,
have.
but you got to start playing first.
Well, I can dabble. I can learn along with my son.
I can dabble.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier my son is taking guitar lessons. My daughter's gonna start playing the viola.
Wow, you're gonna have like
Love
be
that.
like the Partridge family
viola.
over there.
Oh well, we'll eventually we'll tour around in a little
Yeah,
bus
yeah.
and we'll perform.
Nice, man.
Absolutely right.
Who Marco didn't know who they were when I referenced them the other day.
Yeah, but I just did.
He
that.
just referenced him now, though. He just
before you did.
yeah.
Yeah, so I beat you to it.
That's-
Listen, I might not learn till later, but once I learn, well, I'm in there. I'm ready to go.
There we go. Now I'm gonna try dropping a video into this.
Oh boy, I like how it's coming along here.
Okay.
Let's see how those sweet deals are going.
Yes.
Let's see. They were there were
Schlotsky's.
100 made available. $50 gift certificates for $25 went on sale
4 minutes ago.
just a couple minutes ago. Already 15 gone.
So
Wow.
people go on, they pay $25
Mhm.
and they get 50. They get 25.
Correct.
They
So
get 50.
They get $50 in money to Schlotsky's,
Yes,
correct.
correct.
which is a great deal because if you weren't watching earlier,
Oh my gosh, I should bring the
I'm gonna pull out.
Cinnabon
I'm gonna
back.
pull. You know what? I'm gonna save that for when I have some coffee. I'm not doing that right now.
Well, you like coffee.
I love coffee,
I can tell
I
that
love
coffee,
coffee.
is kind
I-
of your thing,
and I love this. I love this Schlotsky's sandwich here.
dude. It is so good. I got the original, but they had turkey bacon ranch. They had cheese. It's just, if you haven't been to Schlotsky's, man, you do not know what you're missing.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
But again, it's not like McDonald's where there's one on every block. There's only a couple in every city, and I didn't know we had one until I think I was shopping. I went over to the antique mall, I think, and on the way back, I was like, "Oh my god, a Schlotsky's!" And as soon as I saw it, I turned right in there and had lunch because I love it.
Because and like I said, I don't think I know I've never been there before.
Yeah, See, you're not alone though. Well, they need to. That's why I'm glad they're doing
That's
some.
why people need to go on and buy that coupon,
Yeah.
right? They need to go on and get that coupon.
Exactly.
I gotta find this video now.
Oh man, rain makes me not love being outside. 70% showers today. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be okay from the weather I'm reading. And then 40% chance of showers on Sunday. What do you got going on this weekend? Anything big?
All right, so this weekend we are hoping that the weather is going to hold out. It's supposed to be going boating on Lake Erie tomorrow.
I think tomorrow's okay.
Tomorrow's going to be good.
Partly cloudy.
I've got to go down, and I'm going down to several different businesses today, because there is this 419 duck hunt taking place that's promoting the Jeep Fest.
Really?
Did you guys go down for Jeep Fest last year?
We go for every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We actually broadcast it live.
Is that right? Okay.
So we do a big thing with it.
So we have
We're kind of a big deal with it.
kind of a big deal with it. Well, how come you guys don't have a 419 duck then?
Well, I don't even know what that means.
You should have a.
But
So
we
there
don't
are
have a
several.
Jeep.
So there are several businesses throughout town. So today I'm going to
But
Toledo
don't you
Metro.
have to have a Jeep to do all this?
No. You can just be a business. So business owners can, so like Toledo Metro Credit Union, Hilton Downtown Toledo, the Summit Toledo, Tony Paco's, they all have ducks.
For
And-
free?
Yeah, to give out to people.
Huh.
And so people can go out and they can get these ducks. But also like Condado Taco on Perrysburg and on Monroe Street, Peach Cobbler, Blue Pacific, Red Wing Shoe Store, and Urban Pine Winery. They all have ducks too. So people can go in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to film out at their locations and say, hey, this is what the duck looks like. And here's how you get your duck. Some people just give them away. Some people say, hey, got to come in and buy this drink or buy this thing and you get your duck, right? It's a way to get people through the door, kind of coming in, other businesses.
Okay.
And then once they have so whoever collects all these ducks, then they take their pictures with it and all that stuff, and then they get submitted for great prizes during Jeep Fest, including things like a stay at the Hilton Downtown Toledo. They're giving a 2-night stay,
Wow.
1 or 2 night stay at their place. Dirty Bird's giving away a lot of gift cards for this stuff. So there's a lot of prizes to be given away just by collecting these specific ducks.
Now, how did the duck become the
Jeep thing?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I was thrown off when I first got my Jeep. I was taken through a car wash and some dude comes out and gives me a rubber duck. And I was like, what? I had no idea. I had
Right.
no idea that
But
it was even a
normal
thing,
people don't, because if you're not a Jeep owner, you don't know that that even
that
exists.
it even exists. Or the Jeep Wave.
Yeah.
There's a Jeep
Yeah,
Wave.
I ride a motorcycle, so
Yeah.
we do the same thing.
You do the same. You have a similar thing.
Yeah, we do it 2 fingers down.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So
Um,
what is the Jeep Wave? It's just, hey, you got a Jeep, right?
you're holding on. I'm going to do it here in the thing. So you're holding on to the steering wheel, and it's you don't take your hand off the steering wheel. It's just you give like a, just kind of like a
Oh yeah,
2 or 3 fingers up kind of thing, but that's it.
Huh.
It's simple as that.
Nice.
But you do it to different. You do it to,
Now, does a Jeep compass? What at what point does the wave cut off?
that's a
with
good
the level
question.
of
There
Jeep
are
that you
some
have?
there are some Jeeps that people drive, and I'm thinking, nah, I don't.
Right.
I think it has to be. I'm not sure. I'm
Like-
wondering. That's a great question.
You're
Jeep
damn right
owners.
it is. We
So
need to get
is
the
it
answer.
just the Jeep Wranglers or the Jeep, like the ones where the roof can come off?
Yeah, are you doing that to Wagoneer? Are you
Or-
doing that to
right.
a Cherokee? I don't think so.
I don't think no.
But I've seen Cherokees in the Jeep Fest.
Sure. But I'm not throwing the Jeep Wave to anybody that doesn't have a top that can come off.
Okay, so you have a $50,000 Jeep Wrangler with a hardtop. You're not doing it.
Man, I don't know. No, I would. I still
See,
would.
we got to figure out.
I got to
what the
figure out
deal is.
what is the what is the
Before I
reason
buy a
here?
Jeep, I need to figure out who's waving and what do I need. Do I need an upgrade?
It's only okay. So Tommy Paulson says it's only Wranglers and Gladiators.
Tammy says it can be all of them. Now we've got an argument. So
yeah.
who is the official? Who is the Jeep? I need to see the memo.
Tammy
of the-
says I have a Jeep Cherokee and I wave all the time.
All right. So
Do
but
they
you
wave back?
Yeah. Anybody can wave.
You may wave, but do they
Okay.
wave back to you?
Anybody can start the wave. Not everybody can get the wave.
Right.
It's sort of like the dating scene. Anybody can ask for a date. Not a lot of people can get the date.
Yeah. I think, well, because you got like the Jeep Rubicon, which looks somewhat similar to a Jeep Wrangler. So,
Dude,
know-
you're spending 70 grand on a Rubicon. You better be getting waves.
You-
I
you-
better be getting people
right,
getting out,
right.
looking at the car, throwing ducks, all of it. If I'm spending that much money, and I believe it's with how much money you spend.
You think it's the cost value?
Yeah, right. Because
What
I
if
mean,
you got it secondhand and you got it for $20,000?
well, the original price? Let's say like the Jeep Compass. If this you have, they have a Patriot that I'm sure nobody waves to. And those people, they should start their own thing. They should do like a 2-finger thing,
Right.
you know, like the secondhand wave for the lesser of the Jeeps. You
Tammy
gotta
says
cost
Tammy
us-
says they wave back to me. That's good. I'm glad they do. Tammy, if I saw you, I'd wave back to you.
I'm waving right now, and I don't even have a Jeep, Tammy. So
So let me see. Let me try to pull this. I'm going to try to pull this video. I'm having the hardest time with this, and I don't know why. It's pulled up on here.
see, so Tommy says if I see a nice done up Jeep Cherokee, I believe it has to do with what you've put into the Jeep.
Okay.
So if you have one that's lifted with monster tires on it and a big old Casey headlights, and you've done some crazy stuff, I believe you get the wave.
Okay. I haven't done anything to mine. I have not lifted. I've not done the tires because it's a lease.
Oh, well, come on.
I got, well, it was, okay. So get this. It was a gift to me.
It was a gift.
It was a gift.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna let you say if it's a gift lease, that's fine. But you can't have a Jeep and not jack it up.
Oh, I'm
and
going to,
put the
because I'm
big
going to
things
buy.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I will be purchasing the Jeep after the lease is up.
Now Lynn's husband worked at Jeeps. We need to find like if we can't get the CEO of Jeep, we are in some sort of a debate here because I say that not everybody, the Jeep Wave he started talking about, and not everybody gets the Jeep Wave. Like if you're in a Patriot, you get to only get the Jeep Wave. My theory is with
You're in
how
a
much
Wrangler,
you've spent
Rubicon.
on a Jeep. If you have a high end Jeep that you've done a lot to, I think you get the Wave and the Ducks.
I think you get it anytime pretty much. You're
It's
just not.
It's not true. We've already
Yeah. My husband used to give that Jeep Wave a lot.
Well, what was he driving?
A Jeep.
What kind?
Well, he drives a lot of different Jeeps because he's an auditor for Jeep.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't get it in the Patriot.
No.
See?
But that's what I mean. But if it's a Wrangler, if it's a rugged,
Okay,
if
so
it's
that's
a
what we're
Wrangler
talking- so you're saying
Rubicon,
Wrangler.
That's what Tommy said. If it's a Wrangler or a Gladiator.
What about a
or
Cherokee?
Gladiator. Probably not.
So
We used to have a Cherokee Sport. I don't remember getting it.
yeah, so what is the cutoff? So you're saying it has to be
Tammy says that she does get waved at when she's in her Jeep Cherokee.
Does she?
She throws the wave and they give it back.
Well, if she's initiating it, they'll get it.
That's
That's right,
again,
okay.
I said anybody can start the wave,
Yeah.
not everybody gets the
Yeah.
wave. So it's similar to dating. Anybody can ask for a date, but you don't always get the date. So, but we need to figure out what is the official word from Jeep of who waves to what and what do you have to drive to get the wave? Because I believe that there's some secret thing going on here.
Well, it's definitely there. And people who own Jeeps who don't own Jeeps are like, what? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but you don't get waved at
What
if you
is-
don't know.
You're right. Yeah. They're hearing this for the first time.
Right. Yeah.
And now they're going to want to go buy a Jeep just so they can.
I actually just want to start at the bottom of the Jeep line and work my way up to see where the wave starts. I
So
believe
what's that little one that they've got?
that's the Patriot, isn't it?
No, the Patriot's bigger.
Or the Compass.
Nope, there's one littler than that.
What?
Yeah, it's got.
No.
Oh yeah.
The Compass definitely doesn't get the wave. The Compass is like, it's
No,
like the
I would
family
think
member
it
that's at the child's table at Thanksgiving, right? And
Right.
and I think that probably the Patriot maybe is at the child's table.
Oh,
and
it's
then-
gonna drive me crazy.
So the Jeep Wave is said to be a greeting from soldier to soldier from post World War II. That's where it's said to have originated.
So then that goes back to those topless Jeeps.
Yeah, right. And that's why it's like the Wrangler.
Right. But yours isn't a Wrangler.
It's a Gladiator,
Right.
which is made right here in Toledo.
Yeah, but
so
it's
the
not,
same place.
it's not a Wrangler, so you should not get the wave.
It's a Wrangler Jeep. It's a Wrangler truck, basically.
Yeah,
The
but,
Gladiator is the Wrangler truck. It's got the same front.
yeah,
It's got
but
the
you
same-
could argue that that is not considered the wave. If we're just doing
If we're driving, if we're passing each other right here, you don't realize that's a tow truck.
so you're
Until we
tricking,
pass.
you're tricking people into
And
the
then
wave.
people are like,
I
"Oh,
love that. Oh, I
sorry."
waved at a damn Jeep. I'm not supposed to wave at this guy.
Nah, if it was made in the same production line as the Jeep Wrangler. That's why I wanted a Gladiator. That's why I'm glad I got a Gladiator, because it was made right here in Toledo.
Listen, that's fine. I'm just trying to get down to the Jeep wave.
So I think that well, he says it's mostly Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators. That's what Darla says.
Again, mostly it's not good. I need to figure out what is mostly is kind of it could be
Where
things.
is the cutoff?
Yeah.
Where At what point do you get to a point where you say, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. Well, we'd like to hear any other Jeep people out there. I want to hear from you.
Yeah, this
I
would be
wanna-
great. This would be a great idea for a podcast until we get to an answer. But I
Until-
think if we called somebody at Jeep and just made them go on record.
Trying to influence the next category, but
Where did you get this from? I got coffee.
Now we know how. I knew there was
Oh,
some rigging
man.
going on here. Slide me the
Where did you
answers.
get-
it was not easy to find.
No, did you steal it from
Kinda.
Denny?
And now I stashed an extra bag for you next Friday. So
Oh.
we're set for next week.
I don't even know how to make coffee.
Wow. Who'd you steal it from?
No, Heather
From
helped
Johnny?
me find it. No.
Oh.
There's there's a little stash of it way back in a supply closet on the other side of sales.
Wait,
by the
so we
back
don't
door.
make coffee here at the radio station?
I don't know, because when we went in there, Heather goes, "Oh, no wonder Jerry goes in here all the time."
That's where it's kept, huh?
What, there's a
Apparently.
closet or something?
Yeah. Now everybody knows.
Oh boy. Now we found out live on Facebook. So
Yeah.
everybody, literally everybody.
It
knows.
is
Well,
what it is,
now
right?
now I've got my coffee. Now I get to eat my Cinnabon as
Oh
well.
boy, you've been talking about that.
I've been
for a
talking
while
about
now.
this. I've been talking about the Cinnabon almost as much as I've been talking about CRD Construction, which is the
Almost.
sponsor of this hour, because they
Alright.
do fantastic work.
We
Does
got-
the C in CRD stand for Cinnabon?
1
I
minute.
should. If it doesn't,
I know.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. We were just talking about how most people are good, and there he is, Luke Bryan, professing the same thing.
Oh, Cinnabon and a coffee. Pat's in heaven.
this is truly fantastic. What did Luke Bryan do?
All right, so for next
He thinks
Friday,
most people are good.
we need to find out. We need to have somebody from Jeep, and I mean somebody way up, give
Alright.
us a call
Okay.
to get to the debate of where the wave starts and where it ends.
Okay. We can do that.
I think we need to talk to the people from the Glass City Rollers,
The crawlers,
the crawlers.
Oh yeah, but I don't even know what that is. But it sounds fun.
the Jeep group.
Oh,
Mhm.
all right. K100, that is Luke Bryan, who will be at Bash on the Bay, and that'll be super amazing as long as the weather's not like it is today. Looks like today rain likely, especially east of I-75, high 74. Tonight, partly cloudy, 63 the low. So, yeah, we may be all right for tonight. I know people were wondering about the mud hens and some other stuff. Tomorrow, cloudy, maybe an isolated thunderstorm late in the day, high tomorrow, 86.
We're at 66 now at Toledo's K100. Your weather is sponsored by Jim White Toyota. See what the Jim White Toyota Advantage is all about. Cars are arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. You mentioned Bash on the Bay coming up. It's one of the things you think about when you think about summer in our region, isn't it? You think about Put-in Bay. You think about
Yes.
getting on the Jet Express. You think about going to Cedar Point.
Mhm.
Chills and thrills, and K100 was to set you up with some of that summer fun. You got a shot at winning tickets to Cedar Point and tickets for the Jet Express.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be good. And also passes for how do you get those ones? The ones that get you in everywhere?
well, you mean the Jet Express, the ferry service will get you to Put-in Bay, Kelly's Island, Cedar Point, all of them.
Right.
But we're giving away 10 pair of Cedar Point and Jet Express passes every month, starting this month. It'll
Yeah.
run through September. And then at the end of the contest, if you have been a monthly winner, that's when you qualify for that chance to win the 2024 Cedar Point Gold Pass.
The gold pass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
There
about.
you go.
That's when you're just treated like gold. That's good. All you have to do is get to our website. We've got it all right there. It's under Thrill and Chill. Just check out K100country.com and you'll see right there. Yeah, I couldn't be creative up. So.
Oh, sorry.
How is Johnny? How is Julie?
My sister?
Yeah,
She's good.
she good?
Yeah, how do you know my sister?
I was in the Music Man with her back in 1998.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
She's good, man. She's
Long-
good.
Good.
She lives in Sylvania, a couple kids.
Great.
I don't know the last time you saw her or talked to her.
Probably
Probably
1998. Yeah. I was a sophomore in high school.
She is she's well. She works she works from home now for some company in Raleigh. And she loves it. She flies up there every month. And they
Great.
put her in a nice hotel and she
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I mean,
That's
fuck.
terrific.
She
Good
makes
for
pretty
her.
good money working from home. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's the dream right
Yeah,
there.
right?
That's the dream.
The only problem is she goes, I don't move because I'm getting fat. And I go, well, you can always get up and work out.
Could always get up and move around, right?
So yeah, she's
Well,
doing
good
yeah,
for
that's
her.
where I ran into you.
And for yeah, please do. She probably did. I played Well,
She'll know.
my dad and my mom and I were all in it. So if she remembers the guy who played the mayor, the kid who played Tommy Gilas,
She'll know.
that was me. But
She was in
yeah,
this
give her my best.
I will.
Um,
Definitely. What's with your chair here?
I always lose a wheel. I have to be
Back
really
in the day, I
careful
was
so I
in
don't.
the musicals.
We looked at your
back in
vehicle
the
coming
day.
in. I'm like, it's raining out.
I know. Well, I at least I had the good sense to get the front top
The
part
front's
on.
the part you're on, but
Where
not
I
the back.
driving, yeah. So
Oh, you like riding? Driving.
I
That's
love
nice.
it.
That's nice.
I love
I
it.
like the Ford.
Yeah.
I like the
Now, do you drive a Jeep?
No, I'm
Oh.
a Traverse guy.
Okay.
But, I like them. You know, they're nice.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love driving it.
I've had a Cherokee a couple times.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with those.
Right, but you never got the wave with the Cherokee, did you?
No.
We were just talking about that.
That's where that was the discussion we were just
Didn't
having.
happen.
Was
Yeah,
The
you have
Jeep
to
Wave.
start. There's a price point you start out when you start getting the Wave. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to figure out where that it starts at the Wrangler, I think.
Yeah. So,
Says the rules for the Jeep Wave is not complicated to understand. Every Jeeper is responsible for upholding the tradition of the wave. If
I
a
don't
fellow
believe that.
Jeeper waves, you are required to return the wave, even if that Jeeper is driving a Grand Cherokee or a Compass. It's
Well,
as
it says
simple
that?
as that. Yes, in
if
writing.
you are given the wave, you are required to give the wave
The
back.
Jeep Wave is an honor.
Wow.
We should
Okay.
be doing this on the air. That'd be good.
All right.
I didn't realize there was so much. There's a lot of confusion with the Wave.
dude, and you know, you gotta do follow the rules, especially in Toledo.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta follow the rules.
Well, let me know if you guys are driving a Jeep out there. Obviously, Tammy does. Tammy's got her Jeep.
Tammy said she gets the Wave.
she does. Well,
and
and
she starts the Wave.
Is
And-
Tammy a pretty woman?
she's gorgeous.
Well, then that might help too.
She is
She's
gorgeous.
probably getting a lot of waves, even if she doesn't drive a Jeep.
She is.
Oh,
Her daughter is Ashley Pedalos, who
I've met Ashley.
you know
She's
Ashley.
lovely.
Sure. Oh, well, you know Tammy then too, because they were on the party bus with us for a little.
Okay.
She was no. Tammy was, I think they joined us for like the last maybe 10 minutes of the ride, or they went to us with the last stop for the Wings one.
Mhm.
But then Tammy joined us for the pizza
Wheel
one.
is up to is that right?
9:30.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So they so Tammy joined us for the pizza one, and but her daughter Ashley, and yes, you would know Ashley Pedalos from Infinite Kinetics, who does terrific work over there.
Nice.
Tammy's connected. Her daughter does that. Her husband makes guitars.
Wow.
She's got everything going on.
Does she have a sister?
Yeah.
I don't know that. But we can find out.
Or a friend that is very similar.
Tammy, you got a friend? Kevin says the biker wave is way better than the Jeep wave.
He is
It's-
correct.
And I think that Marco
Is
would
it
agree
wave,
with
and
you.
is it a biker wave or is it a Harley wave?
Well, see again, it is supposed to be a motorcycle wave, but
Is it?
Harley guys, if you see a crotch rocket, sometimes
They're
they
not. They're
they just go by.
not honoring the wave.
They don't honor the wave.
I
And
feel
it's not a
like-
wave. So a
it's like
motorcycle
down here,
wave, just
isn't
so
it?
you know,
down low.
it's
down
two
here.
fingers and it's down low,
Yeah.
meaning stay on two wheels.
Right.
Bam. But
And I feel-
sometimes you listen. Sometimes on a motorcycle, I'm not paying attention to anything but the exact road because it's pretty dangerous.
Right.
Right.
So you don't sometimes see people.
Sure.
And then sometimes people are on the highway and you're like 70 yards and you can't see if they waved or not. But generally, you get a wave.
Yeah.
But there is a crotch rocket / I wouldn't even say Harley. I would say like a bigger bike wave.
You know, I got my I went through the Harley Davidson when it was over there on Central Avenue. They have this there's this school that they ran through there that taught you how to ride.
Yeah, that's how you get your motor.
Your motor, and I have my
plastic.
motorcycle license. I got my motorcycle license. They have a great program. They do 2 days on book, and then they do 2 days on the bike. But I'll tell you, the first day out on the bike, it was the very first practice. All you have to do is release the clutch and wobble the bike over to the cone, and then brake,
Wobble it over. Yeah.
and because you're straddling it, you know,
Right. Yeah.
and then you release it, and then you wobble over to the next one, right? That's all you like. Easy as it was, honestly the
Easiest
thing.
pie. Like childlike.
As I was going to brake, I twisted my wrist and accelerated instead of braking.
Oh.
And then I went into panic mode and was like, "Oh, please stop, and I rammed out of the parking lot into the trees, smashed into a tree,
What?
broke the bike, bruised my leg.
Oh my god.
This was supposed to be the easiest thing of the
I guarantee you the course guy was like, what is going on around here?
but you know what? They gave me a new bike, and I finished the program, but I never rode since.
Probably a good idea.
I think that what I learned was there are people that are meant to ride and there are people that are not meant to ride. And I'm somebody who's not meant to ride.
Yeah, that's what, that is a natural, for whatever reason, because you're trying to hang on. And by hanging on and still having the throttle going for it, that happens to a lot of people.
Yes. Yep.
You see videos all over the internet. You're like, why did that person just run through the garage? Yeah, all you have to do is take your hand off.
Take your hand off,
and it'll spin back and you'll stop or pull the clutch. And there's a lot of different ways. But that has happened to me on dirt bikes because when you're jumping, so as you say, you jump on a dirt. So I learned to ride motorcycles when I was like 6. I got my first mini bike at 6.
Yeah.
I was racing dirt bikes by 10, and I got on real bikes when I turned 16, and I've been riding ever since. And I got a lot of miles. So when you start to fall off of the motorcycle, you're trying to hang on, and by hanging on, you have the throttle going. So it's a double.
Yep.
It's a double whammy. You're just supposed to let go and just let the bike go. But for whatever reason, people don't.
Well, again, I was 36 years old learning how to do this.
Yeah, I'm talking more in the child realm, but yeah.
So,
man,
you learn those things as a kid, so that when you get up to a big motorcycle, you
right.
learn not to do that stuff.
You
learn. So that's why I think if you're over the age of 35, just don't ride. If you haven't,
I know I've known a lot of guys because not most, but a lot of guys that buy a Harley are after their first divorce and they just want to change everything. And they go out and they have a middle-life crisis. They want to buy a Harley and get on it. So I've seen some of those guys be okay. I've been riding since I was able to have a license, but I've seen a lot. And I tell everybody, they're like, aren't you, if you ride a Harley, that first of all, that you're in danger right away. I mean, it's a dangerous thing.
Absolutely.
Because not only do you have to worry about yourself, you literally, so have you ever watched The Terminator?
Oh, sure.
So when I ride my motorcycle, it's like in my own mind, I'm like the Terminator. I'm like, is that guy stopping? What is the light doing? What is this person behind me? Look at this guy coming up. She's definitely not going to stop at the stop. You're constantly, so after 2 hours, 5 hours on a bike, it's exhausting because you literally have to be a computer. I don't go through any intersections without looking two, if I have a green light. And I probably avoided 100 accidents from other people. You just have to, but at the minute that you let down and you just believe everything is okay is when you're going to get popped.
You have to have it in your mind that these people don't know anything about motorcycles.
And if I'm riding up on a back lane road and it's a 2-lane and there's 2 stop signs, like a T, I always, if I see a car coming, my first thought, they're not stopping. They're not stopping. They don't see me. They're not stopping.
Yeah.
And that's just, you have to go in with that mentality.
Absolutely.
Or if the light turns red or green, somebody's coming through the intersection. You have to,
with how many people are on their phones these days on their, they're not watching, especially so they can, and somebody on a motorcycle, it's not as easy to see, so
that's what they say.
But
and there's things you can do.
Did I tell you it's raining outside?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I know it's raining outside.
Sure.
Nothing I can do about it. The back parts. I mean, we could have put it on last night. My wife and I should have put it on last night, but I didn't. I know it's gonna be soaked. It's okay.
Okay,
it's all right.
He was shocked that you're just like, it's a Jeep.
It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway,
at least I got the top part put on.
Yeah.
That's the top front part.
So is yours hard? A hard top?
It's a hard top.
Well, I thought you didn't wave that you had a hard top.
No, you wave. Yeah.
You did all this thing with, you said you have to have a soft top.
No. I said you have to have a removable, like it's
removable.
Yeah.
All right. So you have a removable hard top. Well, no wonder you didn't put it on. That's a pain in the.
It's the back part's a 2-person job.
Yeah.
And then you got to screw everything in and everything.
Oh yeah. So that's a big problem.
It's a pain. It's a pain. I park in a garage, so it's usually not an issue, except for days like today. And it's actually been fine for the past couple weeks.
Oh yeah, we've had 20
no
days
rain,
of no rain. Yeah,
which I'm thrilled that we're having rain. I was looking at my lawn yesterday; it was brown.
Yeah,
I mean it's just straight up brown grass.
So do they don't make a bra top for that where you can just?
So the I think they do.
Yeah, you just didn't
I
get
just
it.
never. I didn't get it.
So tell me how you got this free lease. How do you-
So this was a. I do a lot of work with Brandon Johnson from Team Johnson Limousine.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with him?
I'm not, but I should be.
Great guy, heart of gold. And every year I started working with him about 5 years ago. He does this great thing every year where he goes around. Well, they do one thing where they gather gifts for kids at the children's home or the family house, and they have sponsors. They go out to Walmart and they buy all these gifts, thousands of dollars worth of gifts, and then they go and they wrap them and then they deliver them to the kids, and it's a wonderful thing. But then they also do another thing a couple weeks later where they select a couple families that are just maybe going through a tough time. You know, one family we did their father had passed away suddenly, and other situations like that. Just people going through a hard time. People can nominate them,
Right.
and again, he gets a bunch of sponsors together, and they purchase gifts. And we drive around in his trolley. He's got a trolley, and we drive around and we go to these families and we just say, hey, you know, we just want you to know the community's looking out for you. We're here for you. And we give them a bunch of Christmas gifts, a bunch of other little, you know, things. In the 2 years ago, year and a half ago, he said, okay, we've got this, you know, these 6 stops, and we've got another stop that's a surprise. And so we go through and everything. And the 7th stop, and I had no idea, but the 7th stop was at the dealership. And we get out and they read this thing. And I'm oblivious. I'm just sitting there like, because we're in a trolley all day. We're drinking. We're having a great time. You know, it was fun. And all of a sudden I realized they said something that triggered me. I was like, wait, they're talking about me. And then it was like, wait, where are we right now? And they let us out into the building. And there's this beautiful brand new 22 Jeep Gladiator with my logo right on the front. I lost it. I was crying. Nobody's ever done anything that nice for me.
Wow. That's awesome.
It was just absolutely, it was just basically his way of saying, you know, hey, thank you. You know, because, so he does all this stuff and then I film it for him and I don't charge him for it because he's giving back to the community. So I figure, well, this is my way to give back to the community. So, and of course it's giving him a lot of great exposure. And just at different times when he said, hey, you know, could you help me with this? Could you help me with this? I've, you know, been like, yeah, I can help. I can film this for you. And And so it's kind of his way of saying, you know, hey, I, you know, appreciate everything you've done.
Sweet.
And the man has a heart of gold.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, he's a good friend and yeah,
That's awesome.
it was pretty remarkable. So, but I've got 6 months now with it. So I gotta,
So it's a year lease?
it was a 2-year.
2 years.
It's
So
a
you have
2-year
6
lease.
months left.
6 months left.
So then, what do you do at the end? Do you buy it or do you?
I think I'd like to buy it.
Yeah.
It's got my daughter.
It's
My-
got your logo on it, so people would. I mean,
My
hey,
right. My 4-year-old was like, I know why Dad wanted that
because it had
because it says guy in the 419 on it. Yeah. Like who else would buy it?
I mean, yeah, you don't want somebody driving that around.
Yeah.
Perpetrating you. No, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, I think once the lease is up, I'll purchase it. I want to hold on to it. I think it's a fun. People see it driving around town, you know. So it's
Yeah.
Oh, your Jeep. Yeah.
yeah.
It's very noticeable. It gets you in the parades. You look great in the parades.
yeah, it's fun. I love being. You know, I wasn't able to do that when I was driving a Honda Accord.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
it's not as good.
Very Toledo.
Certainly worth getting the wave.
was not getting the wave.
That is Blake Shelton on K100. It is Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for spending your mornings with us here on the radio and Friday Facebook Live. Pat from Guy in the 419 has joined us all morning long. You've finally gotten your coffee. So the world is starting to settle down for you a little bit.
I think today just was a world of wins.
Yeah.
I mean, we were pretty good with the equipment and everything.
Yeah.
It all worked out.
Yeah. It was
As
good.
Lynn said, not to jinx us, but
so this could be an every Friday thing then, right?
I
we're
think
on
so.
we're on for
Yeah.
next Friday and the
Yeah.
Friday after and the
I
Friday
love
after.
it.
Awesome.
You're committing us to long term.
I'm working at it.
By the way, you can go to Facebook. We've been live for the last 3 or 4 hours. A lot of different comments. Thank you to everybody who's joined us live there. And listen, I will just throw this out. Obviously, you get a little bit of behind the scenes. So when we start, we're talking about the contest. You kind of hear about that early a little bit. So, hey, if you want a little chance to do some stuff, it's good to check us on. You can watch us there and listen to us on the radio at the same time.
That's true.
It is very good here. It's K100, and it's a Feel Good Friday. So we've had a lot of great stories here this morning of people just feeling good, even though the weather isn't great. It looks like it's going to be not too bad. Storms tonight are going to just maybe be down to partly cloudy, 63 for the low. Tomorrow, cloudy. There may be a late storm isolated and a high near 86. But if you're looking for some fun that's not too far away from your house, we got this thing going on here. It's Fort Wayne. And that is some fun, family fun in Fort Wayne. It's pretty cool. K100country.com. You get a package that includes tickets and passes that are good through 2023 to the Fort Wayne Zoo, which is an amazing place to go. They have that Science Central there. You get tickets to that. Botanical Conservatory tickets, the family pass to Fort Wayne Museum of Art. 4VO scooter or bike rides. You ever been on one of the scooters?
No, every time I think about it, I've had a cocktail or two, and then it seems like
Well,
a bad
that's
idea.
the best time to do it, actually. It's funny is I live downtown, and there's not a lot of them down there, but recently
It's 'cause
outside
they're
of my
scattered around every place.
outside of my apartment, there's like 5 of them. So
Yeah.
people must have ridden them back to my
I
apartment.
love them.
Do you?
Yeah.
I love them. Sometimes I'll just ride them just to ride them, not to get
They go
anywhere quick.
fast. I
do.
passed them. One girl was flying on that thing. I was like, holy smokes. And 4 tickets to the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, which is the baseball there.
Well,
So
there you go. You want to enter to win that big Fort Wayne prize package. Just get to K100country.com, get in the running.
I do have a great time on those. When I was doing some work
Well,
down there.
good. And
I
now
was-
that I know somebody who's experienced with them, we're getting.
Hey, listen, if I can ride a motorcycle into the woods,
you can ride,
can
one
ride
of
a
those right
VO.
to a curb.
I can-
dude.
yeah.
You'll be good to go on that.
that Cinnabon is no joke, man. But you know what I got to do? I got to take it home and warm it up.
We have a microwave
Put
over
them
here.
in the microwave, and I'm also kind of full.
Oh, okay. I was like, if that's the only thing stopping you,
No.
there's a microwave in the kitchen, man. So you're good.
That was a fantastic Cinnabon, man. That's
Slotskis is not messing around.
That's Kevin says, love seeing y'all live. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. You too, Kevin.
Yeah,
Thanks
Kev.
and thanks for putting your input about the bike. Marco definitely agrees with you
Definitely.
on that.
But, it's a little different. It's just a little different.
So, all right. Well, I'm glad. I was nervous. I was nervous coming out here this morning because when Lynn called me and said, I'm sick and I don't know where I was like,
I mean, it's insane.
I said, you know what? I'm coming out anyway. I don't
Yeah, I'm glad
care.
you
I'm
did.
already awake. We're making this
Glad you
happen.
did. It was, I'm telling you, man, so it was crazy. I've never had that happen. My phone melted, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I've
That's
heard stories
wild.
of that happening, but, and unfortunately, I use that for my alarm. So
Right.
it was crazy, but
You almost have to get one of those old fashioned alarm clocks that just gives that little.
I am.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the big bells like that.
Yeah.
I am. I'm going to have to do that because, lucky it didn't do more damage, but yeah, it melted the entire phone. So it's been plugged in for a year. I always have it by my bed. It's plugged in. It stays plugged. It's like it's an iPhone 4. It's like
So it's not your main phone.
No.
You just use it as an alarm clock.
correct because it's an old. It
Right,
can't be
right.
used for literally anything else.
So it's like I wonder if there was a short in the
maybe I don't know.
you
It's
know,
weird
that's
because it's been
sent a
okay
surge
for-
through the
Yeah. So
Well, now you
the
need
one
a new
that's
alarm
more
clock.
concerning is this one because I have, if you ever get up at 3:00 in the morning, you have like 3 alarms. I have 2. So I have that one that's been completely good. And this is the most concerning because this is a brand new iPhone. And as I'm going to show everybody here, I still have the 4:00 alarm set. See that right
Right.
there?
And
No, you
didn't
can't
go
see
off.
it.
It
You can't
didn't
see
go
on
off.
camera there.
So it's still,
No.
I set my alarm. This is my last one. So this one goes off. I have to get up because
Right.
if I get up at 4, I can quickly take a shower and be here by 4:30. But I turn that on every night. And as you can see right there, it never went off.
Yeah.
And yet it's on.
What do you have as the setting as the as
Alarm
the-
every weekday.
like as the what's the ring? What the
Oh,
ring does
it's
that?
like the regular like.
okay,
Yeah.
a loud obnoxious.
Oh
ring.
yeah. This I would say every 7 days, every 6 days, this is the one that wakes me up because I'll sleep through because I don't get a whole lot
Sure.
of sleep.
Yeah.
But that's concerning to me that didn't go off.
Or maybe it did, and you were so
I can't imagine that I slept through it
you hit it.
Well,
because although I was exhausted last night. I mean, you can see when I put that. What is that, Brycey? I put that up at I was up at 11:30.
all right, we got this sweet tea. Did we have a Dr. John Frankel spot we need to make sure we get in here?
Well, we haven't done one yet, and I
Yeah.
haven't seen one yet. But we can do one right now if you want.
Yes, let's do that.
So yeah, that's the first time that thing is still set, and that bothers me because then I'm in trouble if that one is not going on. All right, let me do this. What is today?
Friday.
Hey, what's up? It's Lynn and Marco. And, dentures, well, they replace your missing teeth with prosthetics that require and restore the size and shape of your mouth and your original smile. Frankel Dentistry offers full, partial, and implant supported denture options. You can schedule your appointment at Frankel Dentistry to see what kind of options work best for you and your smile.
Complimentary consultations, second opinions. Dr. John Frankel available to make sure that you get the best care. And the team there, extraordinary. And they're actual owners of the place. So they're really invested in it. You know that they're going to be invested in each and every person who comes through the door. Very personalized care. And every stage of your life, they take care of everybody in my family. So I've got one little one just getting teeth and my grandbaby getting all ready to go to the dentist. And of course, as you get older, you need to go for more visits because your needs change.
Yeah.
Whatever they are, they'll take care of you.
Yeah, they have a state-of-the-art facility, brand new equipment, ready to use for you and make your life so much easier. You'll love going to the dentist.
And don't forget that your overall health is at risk if your oral health is poor. So you got to take good care of your mouth, your smile, living life to the fullest because you do have one you want to share. Call or schedule an appointment online today at johnfrankeldentistry.com.
All right.
What do you think of the new Indiana Jones movie?
I haven't seen it.
That's it hasn't come out yet, but
The anti-aging thing that they're doing with him.
yeah, they're making him look. I guess they're trying to make him look like 10 years younger, at least.
Yeah, well,
So he
that's
doesn't look as old as he really looks.
Throughout the entire movie, or is
Yeah.
that just particular scenes?
No, because I think there are some scenes that make him look like he did back when he was like 35, 40.
Yeah, so this is the first movie that they're using. It's called facial mapping, and
Yeah.
it's been pretty big, but it's incredible what they can do now. So they just map his new old face on his old face, meaning his younger face on his older body,
Yeah.
and throughout the entire movie, with AI, it's insane what you can do.
So there are some scenes where he's really young, and then there are other scenes where he's a little bit older.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have him look as old as he actually is.
No, yeah,
in the
he
movie.
looks younger. The whole
He's
movie.
good with it. I guess I don't know. I think it's weird.
Well, but you got to think so. They have to match the movies up with the previous ones when he shot the previous ones in the 80s.
The other ones must have still made a ton of money, I guess, if they're going to so much trouble.
Yeah,
Right.
that franchise
I-
is worth $1 billion.
Did you guys appreciate the franchise enough to keep going to see him?
I was disappointed in the last one.
What?
I'm thinking how many times
Crystal
what can you
Skull?
do?
You didn't
Yeah,
like that?
I was disappointed. I
The
thought
chase is on, the gem is saved. I mean, it's like I don't know.
That is a girl talking about an action movie.
That's,
That's not even close.
there were scenes where a little like when Shia LaBeouf is swinging through the trees with the monkeys. That's when I kind of said, okay. All right.
Oh, you're
If you
out
guys-
now at this point.
If you're not going to take
all
this
the other
seriously,
stuff
like,
you're fine
I'm
with.
fine
but
with all the other stuff.
swinging with the monkeys did
But
it. for
swinging
you.
with the
Like,
monkeys, that was kind of
I'm leaving the movie theater, guys.
That was kind of
Yes,
my
he
tipping
jumped
point.
the Grand Canyon in a 1918 Ford Edsel, but the
But the
monkeys,
monkeys-
I'm out.
Oh, well,
Everybody.
he just from the beginning, he gets in that refrigerator, and the nuclear blast sends him soaring through it, and then he gets out and stands up. It's like,
Really?
okay, that pretty much set the tone for the movie. But I loved Raiders. I loved Last Crusade, and to a degree, I like Temple of Doom. But
I went back and I watched them. I think I hadn't seen them since the first time in theaters, and thinking of something would be family friendly and not
Yeah.
everybody would like. So slow and plotting to me, and I'm thinking if I feel that way, I can't imagine a young person watching it for the first time.
well, yeah, especially with the way movies are now. They're
Yeah.
show go go go. But
Mhm.
God, Raiders was, I think, just one of the best, one of the absolute best.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I was a kid watching those are some of the best movies. Back to the Future, Indiana Jones. I mean, all those are great franchises to me. But you're
Back
right,
to the
though.
Future, Michael J. Fox said they would not remake that. He said,
Thank
he said we're not
God.
touching that one.
Thank
We
God.
leave that. As
That's
it.
my
Well,
biggest-
he's not the owner of it, so they might remake it without him.
well, they I hope they don't. I hope they
They're
don't.
saying they have the technology to put Marty McFly in there, and he actually has no say whether
Oh
or
my
not.
God. Of
Well,
course,
they
of course
would-
they do. You're right.
They would change. It wouldn't be him anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
It would be digitally
they would
imprinted him.
they would reassign the roles.
No, they would probably so this is what's going to go on. This is a pretty interesting thing. So the movie, Michael J. Fox doesn't own. He gets paid whatever, but that movie is owned by MGM.
Right.
Whoever committed the movie, they have all of the footage. So this is what they did with Indiana Jones. The way they did that is they took all of his lines, like for instance, James Earl Jones in Star Wars.
Yeah.
They have all of his lines. He said every word. They can now with AI mapping, they can make Darth Vader say literally, so they don't
Right.
need him anymore. They
Right.
actually aren't there. If they do another one, he actually won't be in it, but his voice will be in it. And the reason they can do that, they own all the rights to everything.
It's what they
So
did.
they could just put
they
him
already
right
did
in.
They already did it with the Obi-Wan series.
Correct.
So Darth Vader was in it, but it wasn't actually James Earl Jones. It was his voice,
Right.
but it was actually Hayden Christensen talking, and then they just
Wow.
overdubbed
Correct.
The
So
James Earl Jones tone.
So what they could do
Yeah.
with technology, it would be super easy, is to take Michael J. Fox when he was whatever
Yeah.
and put him in the new movie, and you would never be able to tell the difference.
You know what? I would actually be okay with that. If they did that, I would be fine with that. What I'm not okay with is them reassigning reassigning the role, making it more
Somebody else,
updated.
right.
And of course, if they went back now, they'd be going back to 1993. So think about that. If they did it in 2 years, they'd be going to 1995
instead of 1958
instead of 1955.
or yeah, 50, yeah. So crazy.
He goes back and they're
Nirvana. is
Nirvana.
playing. Yeah, that'll make you feel old.
Oh my gosh. What would they play though? What would be the song that he plays
Oh,
on the stage
Smells
in front
Like
of
Teen
everybody?
Spirit.
That he's
Welcome
like,
to the jungle.
well, no, because Smells Like Teen Spirit was exactly right then. So what would have come out in maybe say 2005?
Oh,
then he
you
would be
did
like, maybe you guys aren't ready
Oh,
for
yeah,
that
yeah.
yet.
Nothing.
But your kids are gonna love it. He'd play like something by like Katy Perry.
No, well, so in that case, I bet 19. Yeah, you know what he would do? He would do probably like something like Skrillex, like house music, like some crazy electronic dance
Right.
music.
Instead of playing guitar, he's in front of a DJ.
Right?
So,
Yeah,
you know,
he would
he's
probably play like he had
playing-
something like Tiesto or some major, or like Chainsmokers, something
Right.
that's digital probably. But yeah, it's crazy. You couldn't do it today.
You couldn't. It can't be done. And I just hope to God they don't.
20 seconds. You ready with that joke?
Yeah, I'm ready with that
You
joke.
better be ready to.
Do I got to tell it the way I heard it because
Morgan Wallen's Wasted on You on K100, Toledo's country music station. Lynn and Marco with you on a Feel Good Friday. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's the end of our show. Time just to get out of here. Johnny D is on the way next. And thank you to everybody who joined us today for, I guess this isn't our inaugural Friday Facebook Live because we've done one other one before, but this is the start of where we're going to start. So,
Yeah.
Guy in the 419, Pat, thank you very much for being right here.
Thanks
You did
for having me. This is
fantastic
great.
today.
So fun
Spinning the
having you.
wheel, I gave you a C-, but next time, you
Next
did
time
better.
it'll do.
You had
I
a-
got
a
to spin it higher. I didn't know I could spin it that hard.
You had an F and an A.
It went
That's a C.
through. It went through
It
several
did
times.
go through. You're fine. I'm just giving you a hard time. But Lynn is going to put you to the test here because each and every day when we end the show, we end with a joke, and Lynn's are usually okay, but today she is bequeathed you with you
the
doing it.
opportunity to tell today's last laugh.
Yeah.
Today's last laugh.
Mhm.
What
All
is?
right, well, let me do this first. Hold
Okay.
on. We got a whole thing going on
Okay.
here. You ready?
Your
All right.
last laugh of the day, sponsored by J. Foster Jewelers.
Now go.
All right, here we go. What is Whitney Houston's favorite coordination?
Favorite coordination?
Yeah. What is Whitney Houston's
Hmm.
favorite coordination?
I don't know. Marco?
I have no idea.
And I
Hand-eye coordination. I had to explain it for Lynn, everybody.
But once you did, it's good.
But you like it, huh? My wife really wanted me to tell that joke. All right. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Facebook Live here on every Friday. We're going to be every Friday. So tell your friends, tell everybody, and send us a message of thanks. Darla laughed. Thank you, Darla. Thank you for laughing at that. I appreciate
Darla
it.
is a superstar.
Would it have been, now let me ask you a question. Would it have been better if I had said Dolly Parton, since she was the one that actually wrote it because this is a country station, or was I better doing Whitney Houston?
Dolly.
Back,
I should have
yeah.
said Dolly. Do you agree? Should I have
Nah,
said?
I don't think anybody knows that Dolly Parton
I don't
wrote
think the
that.
majority of people don't realize that she.
Are you
wrote that.
kidding me?
I would say
Okay, be
one-
ready for debate for next Friday.
Okay,
one
there we
out of
go.
10 people. 1 out of 10
Yeah.
people would know that Dolly Parton wrote that. So yeah,
No.
100%.
I think that joke goes over better if you say Whitney Houston. That's my wife and I were debating that last night. All right.
I
Yeah,
bet
let's
if
talk
I
about
went
that.
on the street, the first 100 people who wrote the song, I don't know what is that one's called.
I will always love you.
I will. Oh yeah, it would be.
They'd
They
say
would
Whitney
all
Houston.
say Whitney Houston.
All right, we're on the streets next week.
There we go.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Leave us some messages. And Todd, thank you for watching. Darla, thank you. Kevin, Tammy, Tommy, everybody, thanks for all your comments and everything like that. And we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye bye.